The head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
Welcome once again to The Head, the Tail, the Whole Damn Thing with your industry professionals Mike D. McCarthy and James Knight. Today's episode, The Ring and Undertone. The Ring was a great film and was very popular at the time. I saw it late night with one of my friends, and he went to the bathroom right when she was putting in the videotape, spoiler. So he missed the whole thing, really. It was just terrible. Speaking of terrible, Undertone has had mixed reviews. I don't know if I need to see it. I feel like it's not up to par, not up to snuff. I mean, it's not snuff. Never mind. Go ahead, fellas.
I'm a little tired today. I don't know why.
Me too.
It's not our normal recording day. It's a Friday, and it's been a long week.
Yes, and I'm not in my usual location either. We should talk about the elephant in the room right off.
Is that curtains behind you? What's going on?
No. A delightful double feature today featuring 2002's The Ring and the recently released Undertone. And I think we just got to address right off the fact that Undertone, without any spoilers, involves a podcaster who is staying in her family's house while her mother is in hospice. And coincidentally, I am also at my family's house doing my podcast while my stepmother is in hospice. So this is a incredibly bizarre twist.
Very bizarre, actually.
Fate right now that has brought us to this moment.
I wasn't going to say anything, but since you brought it up.
No, I got to say something because I'm actually recording this in a closet right now in my house so I can get a little privacy.
Yeah, when I realized you were going on the road and you were going to be in the house there recording, I was like, oh my God, do you know what movies we're doing? And you're like, oh my God, I never even thought about that. I'm like,
I know.
That's weird.
I know. I know. It kind of gave me goosebumps, actually, when I was like,
sure.
I'm actually going to be talking about this and doing this at the same time. But
yeah. Do you have noise cancellation headphones on?
Not as extreme as she does in that movie.
Okay.
But we'll get to Undertone. First, we got to tackle 2002's
The Ring.
Directed by Gore Verbinski. Based on the J-horror movie. Kind of started a lot of the J-horror trend there that we had in the early aughties.
Yeah,
Ring and Grudge. The Grudge,
Ringu
of course.
was the first one, based on a book by Koji Suzuki. And didn't he also write The Grudge?
It's possible. I actually don't know that. Let's check that out. Let's go to the internet.
We're checking the board.
Koji.
Show me Koji Suzuki.
Ring, Spiral, Loop. He wrote Dark Water.
Dark Water, that was the other J-horror movie that they turned into an American horror movie.
And Dark Water stars Jennifer Connelly, who they originally wanted to cast in the Naomi Watts role in The Ring.
That's pretty nuts. You know, Ringu was the highest grossing horror movie in Japan, which is why the Americans were like, we got to remake it. Now, I think the American version is better.
I think the American version is better as well.
Nice. We agree.
I do think the Japanese version is very good.
It is
and
very
I do
good.
think
and I just
if you're a fan
it.
of the American one, you should watch the Japanese version. But I think this is one of those rare cases where the American version just has a little bit more polish. They took the story in some slightly different ways.
Yep.
And
the American version has a lot of heavy hitters. I mean, Gore Verbinski and Naomi Watts and Rick Baker doing the makeup effects.
Yeah, Hans Zimmer doing the music.
Yeah, it's got money. It's got cool things like the whole movie. They lit it so that the actors would hardly cast shadows, so it would feel sort of unreal.
And they got that like blue filter on it, like blue-gray
blue-green filter, over everything to give you that off sickly feeling, which is cool. Those are all fantastic touches from the American version that are not present in the Japanese version. But the Japanese version is very good.
Yeah. And I think there are some people out there who would definitely argue that point and say that the Japanese version is better, but
send us an email to thewholedamnthing13@gmail.com and tell us we're idiots.
Fucking don't even like the original Japanese version.
That's not what I said.
But there is plenty to talk about with The Ring. And so I did prepare a little synopsis, a little write-up of this one.
That you're going to direct out of a closet there?
Yeah. If this is your first time listening to us, just know that with the older film, you've had 24 years to catch this one. Yeah. So we're going to spoil the whole damn thing right out the gate here.
Yeah.
For the newer release, we will take a break and we'll do a spoiler-free version of that first. So you need not fear if you have not seen Undertone. But if you haven't seen Ring, buckle up because we're going to go through the whole thing. Now, I saw this in the movie theater opening weekend when it came out.
Yep.
And
me too.
Was blown away. I had not seen Ringu. I didn't really know anything about J-horror. I was blown away by this movie, and there's a lot of parts of this movie that really stuck with me for a long time.
Nice.
But rewatching it the second time, there's things about it that I never realized before, and that is how heavily there is a family element to this. Essentially, there is a mother, a single mother, who doesn't have a lot of time for her kid, and the character arc that she takes through this movie changes her worldview, let's say, to the end, to where she is more inclined to realize what's important to her and spend time with her kid and her family. And there's another mother-child relationship in this movie that sort of
that's a little bit the opposite.
But in regards to it being about family, the Whole Damn Family Channel presents The Ring. Think your kid suffers from too much screen time? Just wait until they see The Ring. It's a mystery with a supernatural twist as curious journalist Rachel discovers a strange videotape with a surprising secret. Anyone who watches it has just 7 days to solve its puzzle. With time ticking, she follows a trail of clues, uncovering a touching story from the past and racing to protect the people she loves. It's a thrilling, fast-paced adventure full of suspense, heart, and a, dash of the unexpected.
Well done.
Don't miss The Ring tonight at 7, followed by the Slash Bros Funhouse presentation of Cannibal Holocaust at 10. So, Mike, are you tuning into the Whole Damn Family Channel presentation of The Ring, or are you changing the channel?
I'm definitely tuning in because I fucking love The Ring.
Set your fucking DVR, folks.
Yeah. I'm going to TiVo The Ring. This movie is really good. And I hadn't seen it in a really long time. And I was surprised at how much I re-liked it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's well done. Mm-hmm. It's creepy. I think it's actually pretty scary.
I do too. This movie holds a special place for me because it's one of the few scary movies that has actually scared me as a grown-ass man.
Oh, nice.
Like, I saw this when I was, 25 maybe, somewhere around there. And there's shit in this movie that fucking bothered me for, weeks.
Nice.
And we can talk about it when we get to it. I think pretty much anyone who knows this movie or has seen this movie knows certain parts that I might be referring to.
Yeah.
I'm also in a closet right now, and I got to tell you, it makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable even mentioning it.
I'm waiting for something to fall out from behind you, yeah.
No me gusta. But yeah, this movie really stuck with me. And I remember buying it as soon as it came out on DVD and showing it to people. And it also made me realize that, you know what? What scares me or what scares you is different for everybody. Because I had friends I showed this movie to, and they're like, I guess so. And I was like, what? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And they were like, no, I guess. It's kind of a dumb concept. And I'm like, I mean, it's a cursed videotape. It's fucking stupid. I'm like, And I look at Rotten Tomatoes, and this movie does not have a great score.
Doesn't it? Really?
I mean, it's 72 on Rotten Tomatoes with the critics, but the fan score with this movie is 48%.
Wow. And
that
that's the
I can't
original
believe.
Ring, huh?
Yeah.
Well, original American version.
Yes.
That's wild.
This, to me, is so well done and continues to be a scary movie.
Yeah.
Like you said, so many heavy hitters in this, not just from the acting standpoint. Gore Verbinski would go on to do like Pirates of the Caribbean and obviously helmed some very big movies after this. But the Rick Baker effects, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Hans Zimmer score? Like, you got to have a great, score. You've got one of the best at the helm there.
Yeah. No, I think this movie hits on all fucking cylinders, and it's a classic, and it should be a classic.
Yeah.
And this should be a must-watch for people. And I started thinking, because people ask me all the time, well, what's a scary movie I can watch? And I'll always say something like, have you seen The Descent? Because I think The Descent is scary. It's claustrophobic. It's got some cool shit. It's got some cool surprise scares that the first time you see it is pretty creepy. And I would totally add The Ring to that list.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's just jump into it then and start breaking it down, because there's some great effects I know I want to learn a little bit more about. And so let's dive into it. This one starts out in the blackout with the sound of rain, and water is a motif that plays over and over and over again in this movie. It's tied into the central mystery at the heart of this thing, and also it's constantly raining. It takes place in Seattle, so that helps, but it's constantly raining. There's a lot of water. There's scenes that take place on boats.
There's not enough coffee to take place in Seattle. There's not enough coffee. Or dudes in flannel that are just like, oh man, fucking band. I'm a bass player.
Not enough homeless musicians.
Yeah. We're playing the Perkin Pot on Tuesday night. It's 10. I know it's late, weeknight, but cool if you can make it cool.
We get the exterior of a house, and there's a couple of teenage girls in there. Both of them are dressed a little bit like Japanese schoolgirls. This is a deliberate nod to the original. They've got like the skirts on and white button-up shirts. One of them, I think, still has a blazer on, and they're talking, and they jump right into it. One of them's like, have you heard about the cursed videotape? It's like a woman's nightmares. And then after you see it, there's like a phone call and it says you're going to die in a week. And the other girl is like, wait, what? Who told you about that?
Yeah. All serious. Amber Tamblyn.
Amber Tamblyn.
What a name. I love that name. Amber Tamblyn, private detective.
Or wearing like flowing scarves in the Fleetwood Mac tribute band. Amber Tamblyn as Stevie Nicks. But Amber Tamblyn gets all serious, like, who told you about this? Where did you hear about this? And the girl's like, oh, somebody from the other school. And she's like, I watched that with Josh last week. You were with Josh last week?
Oh my God, Josh is so stupid.
Oh, you slut. And there's a little bit of playful back and forth, and Amber Tamblyn even fakes like choking out, like, I'm going to die.
Yeah, like it's been 7 days, looking at the clock and then faking dying. Yeah.
But when the phone rings, she gets a worried look on her face, and her friend's like, wait. It's true? Seriously? And the phone continues to ring, and they make their way downstairs because this is 2002, so not everyone has cell phones.
That's
we got
right.
Landlines, and we develop film from cameras.
Yes, we do.
That was one thing
These
I
are
was
all
also
important aspects.
acutely aware of in The Ring. It's like, wow, look at the size of these TVs. And videotapes and no cell phones, and you got to develop your film. This is like the very last stand of all this technology.
It is. I could see some Gen Z or Gen Alpha watching this and being like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
What is that?
But the phone continues to ring, and they go downstairs and answer it, and it's James Woods. He's like, Amber Tamblyn, let's get
How old are you?
Leave me Undertone! No, it's not James Woods, thank God. It's not nearly that horrifying. It's just Amber Tamblin's mom. Oh, okay, that's right, Mom. And Becca's like, ask her where she keeps the Vicodin. And then her friend wanders off to take a giant dump, I guess, because we will not see her again.
Wanders off to take a giant dump. I believe it said that in the script.
Where does Becca go? Because Becca disappears. Amber
Questions
Tamblyn,
from the Ring. Where does Becca go?
Whose name is Katie, I think. Amber Tamblyn is Katie. She
Yes.
hangs up the phone from her mom, and then the TV in the other room just turns on. Becca, what are you doing? She goes in there and grabs the remote and turns off the TV. Becca, where are you? Becca? And then as she starts to leave,
It comes back on again.
the TV turns back on. Huh, that's weird. So Katie goes and she turns it off. And in the reflection of the TV, you see some sort of
You see something move behind her.
spectral ripple.
Yeah.
What was that?
Man,
Becca,
I'm a sucker
where
for
are
a
you?
good spectral ripple.
Yeah, we all are. Everybody loves a spectral ripple.
Oh, man.
But Katie goes upstairs looking for Becca and notices a bunch of water leaking out the crack underneath her bedroom door. And slowly turns the knob and opens the door, and you see very quickly in her room on the TV a black and white image of a well, and then it zooms in to Katie, and her face gets all sort of withered and blackout. I also want to say, this movie is PG-13, and these are R-rated scares all the fucking way in this movie.
To interrupt about the next movie, should have been PG-13.
Oh, yeah. Undertone is rated R?
Yeah, and I don't really understand why.
Huh. Because this, to me, these are rated R scares all the way.
Sure.
I can't believe that they got away with a PG-13 on
Maybe
this.
I mean, this movie cost $50 million and made $250 million.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This was a humongous
crushed.
hit.
It crushed.
Yeah. And spawned sequels, which are absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. And so, after that withered face, and I think a few little subliminal images, or they flash across the screen
This
really
movie's
fast.
pounding you with subliminal images.
Yeah.
If you were able to pause, there's lots of ring imagery, there's lots of circular imagery, even patterns on people's clothes.
Yes.
They'll have like a spot pattern or a ring pattern or something or something.
Or horses. There's horses all over this movie.
Yeah, because horses play a big part. Yeah, no, they really, really thought out everything. And I love when a movie does that.
Yeah. The art direction in here is every single scene has got something in it that is tying it all together.
Everyone on their A game.
And we're going to cut to one of the tropes we see in horror movies. I mean, this certainly isn't the first one to do it, but I feel like after we get this creepy kid in the ring, it becomes even more well-worn. He's in school making some creepy-ass drawings, as they are always prone to do, right?
Creepy kid drawings, little overdone in movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although what I was saying is I don't think at this point they're quite as overdone as they have become now. Now I feel like we see them all the time. We do. There's got to be a creepy kid. He's got to have some evil monsters drawn with crayons and hanging up around his room.
It's the mad scribble. Where you're gouging the paper and the paper's tearing, but you don't care because you are creating some kind of creepy art.
The spirits are speaking through me.
Crayola.
Crayola backwards. Aola arc.
That's good.
But yeah, essentially we get the kid in school here, and you can hear the mom, Rachel, played by Naomi Watts, coming down the hallway talking to her editor. She is a investigative reporter. She's kind of yelling at him right off the bat. She has this conversation with the teacher where okay, maybe mom's a little too focused on her job and the kid's finding ways to communicate on his own because Katie was his cousin. And she has died, and Rachel's like, yeah, he's dealing with it in his own way, but he's going to be okay. Really sort of brushing off the teacher, as the teacher says, like, maybe you might think about talking to your son a little bit more or hanging out with him a little bit more. And
teacher's
Rachel's
being
like,
a little brazen.
She is being a little, maybe she is overstepping her bounds a little bit, but she's also not wrong in this instance.
No, in fact, this is a movie where you kind of hate the mom because she feels like she's not being a great mom, and the fact that the kid even calls her Rachel is just weird.
A sign of their disconnect, right? That her own son refers to her by her first name. But the next day, they're going to head to the wake, right? Katie's wake. Katie was very important to little Aiden, which is the little boy's name, and, the family's around. Amber Tamblin's picture is out. You can hear people being like, well, I've never even heard of a kid this young having a stroke. And how come there's a closed casket? And walla, walla, walla.
How come there's a closed casket?
Yeah.
Trigger warning.
I only caught that on the second watch when I had the subtitles on. I was like, we're about to find out.
That's right.
Because Rachel will go talk to her sister as her sister's washing the dishes, and her sister is like, please, can you find out what happened to my daughter? I have tried to research it. I cannot find any other cases of a girl her age, a healthy girl, just dropping dead like this. You're a reporter. Please find out what happened. And then what follows is, I think, the most effective jump scare I've ever seen.
Hell yeah.
Because you don't get any warning about this one.
None.
It is essentially a flashback, whereas her mom is standing there in the kitchen talking to Rachel. She says, please, I saw her face. And then they just flash back to her upstairs, opening the closet door and
jump scare.
This girl's body is so ghastly. It's so horrifying.
It's cool. It's really cool. It's,
talk to us about this, because
I mean, Rick Baker.
This messed me up.
Rick Baker knows what he's doing. Rick Baker knows how
does.
to get under people's skins. A brilliant artist, and I don't even think they went off a live cast of Amber Tamblyn.
Because she's huddled in the corner, her skin's all kind of blue-gray, her jaw is
dislocated,
hanging open,
eyeballs rolled back,
just sort of flops over.
This was a sculpture, a mold, a full silicone and foam body, punched hair, painted, and it looks fucking so cool. And shot as like a little insert on a little fake 3/4 wall of a closet to get like a pop of just that. And Rick was one of the people on set making sure that it looked perfect. But yeah, anytime someone comes to the studio and they talk about like, oh, we're going to have a jump scare, we need the body to look like blah. And I'm like, you mean like The Ring? And they're like, yeah, exactly. It has to totally look like The Ring. That's one of those things that people just have keyed on ever since.
Yeah.
Like, it's become a look that they want to duplicate.
Yeah, and I don't know that I've ever seen it really duplicated since then.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, this is one of the things that just fucked me up so much watching this. Really, really effective. I mean, it is a jump scare, but played so perfectly. And, there's effects in movies where, like, I can't wait to see him again. Like Chestburster in Alien, like here comes that scene. Or in The Thing, when he's got the defibrillator and he pushes through the guy's chest and it bites off his arms and you're like,
spoiler alert.
I can't wait to see that stuff.
Yeah.
You know
when
what
the
I mean?
Norris head comes stretching off and turns into a spider.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you could just keep talking about The Thing over and over and over again.
Or American Werewolf in London.
Oh, God, yes, absolutely. Transformation. Just brilliant stuff that I want to see over and over. I think this is one of the most effective, scariest, ghastliest effects. And when I was watching this movie, I was like, oh, fuck, it's coming up. And I saw it. I was like, oh.
Really? Were you dreading it?
Yes, the second time I saw it too, I was like, oh, fuck, here it comes again. I hate this thing. I really, really hate this thing.
That's great.
I think
love
it's so
that.
well done. Yeah. This one fucks me up. Ugh,
what was that?
Thanks. I don't know. Did you hear that?
That's weird.
Little sound, little burp in the audio quality.
Yeah. Yeah, it must be, I don't know, something in the lines.
Yeah, well, I'm recording from a new place tonight. We're close to Canada. I'm going to get some international interference.
Oh, weird. We're ghostly, eh? Hope you like Olympia beer.
Ectoplasm made of maple syrup. Canadian ghosts.
Canadian ghosts, damn you.
But this effect, I dread it every time. Every time. In fact, quick story, the first time I showed this movie to my wife, we had just started dating, and I bought this on DVD as soon as it came out. I'm like, oh, this movie is fucking scary.
This one's going to get the girl to cuddle up.
We're sitting there on the couch, and I know it's coming up. But I don't say anything, and she's got a glass of wine in her hand.
And you're like,
and at
put
that moment,
wine down, put that wine down.
Oh, I didn't say that. And she just spasmed, like, ah! And just like painted the walls in my apartment. Just glass of wine all over the place.
Nice. That's great.
I guess we'll pause this for a bit.
Yeah. Let me get that out of my eye.
Yeah. I mean, but what can you say? It's Rick Baker, one of the masters. And I think this is an absolute A-plus effect.
I can't say for the amount of work that he did on it or what went into it. I just know that it was a sculpture. I'm pretty sure he sculpted it. Obviously, somebody else would have molded it and run and seamed, and he probably painted it. And I don't know if he did the hair work or not, but he was heavily involved in it. And there are other things in this movie, too. You know, not all of it made the cut, and not all of it you get to see that much of. But, you know, I mean, the Samara makeup is pretty intense as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, like I said before, this movie is firing on all cylinders as far as people that are on their fucking A game.
Excellent. Well, after we get that little flashback of that closet ghoul, Rachel will go downstairs and talk to some of Katie's friends who were there, and essentially finds out that all the kids who were hanging out that other weekend have all sort of died. They were from a bunch of different schools and things like that. Apparently, no one has made this connection yet, but our intrepid journalist finds it out right now. Like, oh, Katie had a boyfriend. What happened to him? Oh, he also died. He was in a car wreck. And Rachel will go back upstairs into Katie's room, and looking through an album of hers, or like a journal that Katie had put together.
Right, with some photographs in it and stuff.
Yeah, photographs and a bunch of cutouts from pictures that all have the faces sort of scratched out with an ink pen.
Yeah.
She finds a slip, a tag for a photo mat for some undeveloped film.
Which, of course, you know, anyone is just going to be like, well, I guess I better go turn this in.
Yes.
I mean, that's a little bit of a, you know, I'm thumbing through a book and something that almost seems like a bookmark. I'm just going to decide I'm going to go get this film developed. All right. No, that's fine. Sure. Let's go.
But she will get that film developed, and cycling through the photos of all these kids. They're at the Shelter Mountain Inn, someplace up in the mountains in the Pacific Northwest. And it's just a group of kids, like, drinking some beers and smoking some weed and having a weekend at a cabin in the woods.
Hell yeah.
She flips one of the pictures and then, wait a second.
Warbly looking face.
What's happening to all their faces? Everybody in the picture has warbly faces on them. What the heck is going on there?
I don't know. It's weird.
And she will continue to do her research, finds out all these kids died at 10 p.m. on the same night. Mm-hmm. So this eventually leads Rachel to go...
No one has put this together.
No. And she does not go to the cops and go, hey, guys,
hey, Seattle
I discovered
Police
this
Department.
really weird thing that's happened. No.
I know, I'm an investigative reporter and all.
Hey, this plucky reporter is trying to get the scoop. Mm-hmm. And she heads out to the Shelter Mountain Inn. gorgeous. Pacific Northwest. This is my favorite part of the country. They filmed a lot of this in Washington and Oregon. I lived there one summer. I know this area pretty well. It's absolutely fantastic.
That's right. You were up there for a while.
And when she gets to the lodge and meets the innkeeper there, he says, "Oh, yeah, I remember those kids. They didn't pay. They did a lot of complaining about the TV because we don't get good reception up here. So that's why we have
this wall of videotapes that you could borrow if you'd like."
Yeah, which is exactly how it worked when I was staying at that lodge. The TV reception was shit, and they did have like a wall of like 300 videotapes.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
They didn't have your Hunter from the Future like this guy does. He's got some choice little videotapes mixed in there.
Yeah. Does he have Ice Pirates in there?
Probably.
Yeah.
Ice Pirates. He's got a copy of Marathon Man that he recorded off TV. He's got Space Hunter, Adventures in the Forbidden Zone, still in the shrink wrap.
Yeah. Nobody's watched it yet. He's got Deathstalker 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
Deathstalker 1 is well worn. The others, not so much.
Especially all the parts with boobs and Deathstalker.
Yeah.
It's so worn out. You got to adjust the tracking. But Rachel does notice one videotape there is not in a sleeve. It's just sort of lying on a crooked angle. And, oh, could this be the videotape that those kids talked about?
It's calling to her. It's calling to her. Like some voice reaching out.
You know what? I'm a little tired. I'm going to take a nap. I'll take cabin 12 just like they had. He's like, oh, okay.
Hope you're going to pay.
There are some deleted scenes on the DVD, and including this innkeeper. At one point, he is killed as well, and Martin Henderson finds his body in the canoe. That does not happen in this movie. They don't give you...
Yeah, it doesn't happen in the Japanese one either.
But it makes sense that this guy would die after taking the videotape. But Rachel heads to cabin 12. She finds the VCR there, pops in the tape, and... weird sound design, and then we get this fucking bizarro movie.
Yeah.
Movie? It's hard to call it a movie.
Yeah. Art house garbage.
Yes, art house garbage, but it does succeed in making me feel uncomfortable, especially the first time I watched it. I was like, what is it like? Is it fingernails being pierced with nails and...
Yeah, close-ups of maggots.
That turn into like a pool of writhing bodies and other things like chairs and ladders and flies and trees.
Woman brushing her hair in a mirror.
Things that you will see referenced at various points throughout this movie.
A full bag of Doritos, but you open it, it's really only half a bag of Doritos, and you're like, oh my God, that's weird.
This is cursed. You also see the ring in...
Yeah.
The titular ring in there as well. Sort of like
the old titular ring. You've seen a lot of the titular ring at this point, especially if you're watching the old Deathstalker video. You're Hunter from Future. The titular ring.
But her pupils dilate. And then ring, 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 ring.
Yeah.
Phone rings.
At this point, she's heard about the phone ringing, right?
Yes, because the kids at the party said, it's this tape that kills you, and then a phone rings and tells you.
So what if you don't answer?
Well, she doesn't a few times later in this movie, and it doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah, well.
She even deletes the voicemail. At one point you see, Samara left a voicemail. Which means that Samara waited for the whole outgoing message.
Yeah.
And then the beep and was like, 7 days. Okay. Yeah. Theoretically, that is what happened.
Yeah, sure. She's just waiting and waiting. Dun, 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 dun,
that was it. You just got to put Samara on hold.
Yeah.
She'd be stuck in an endless loop. But Rachel picks up the phone, and there you get 7 days.
Yeah.
And, she is instantly worried. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What did I just watch? What is this all about?
This doesn't seem good.
And this is when we start our countdown.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday, day 1. You get that title on there. This is also a motif that runs through the film. It's one of the first things I think her little boy Aiden says, we don't have enough time. And she's like, what do you mean? He's like, before we die, we don't have enough time.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something that this movie is somewhere in its messaging trying to touch on. Like, what do you do with the time that you have left? So we're at day 1, and she has invited Noah over. Noah is Aiden's father, but they are not together. Noah he runs like a recording studio or an editing studio. He's a professional AV nerd. Mm-hmm. And she has brought him over to check out this tape. And she has explained, like, look, all these kids died. They all watched this tape. And he's like, it's very cool. Skeptical.
I'll check it out. Whatever. I don't care.
Sure. And dumb. She's like, aren't you a little worried? He's like, no, what you've just said is dumb. Like a cursed videotape. He's not wrong. I mean, this is a silly concept. Wrong. But she reluctantly lets him watch it. Mm-hmm. And she goes out on the balcony. She doesn't want to see it again. Looking across she lives in a high-rise apartment, looking at the other apartment building
with all the big, wide-open windows. Yeah, there's some good shit going on in those windows.
There is, including a little tip to Alfred Hitchcock in there.
Yeah, rear window guy. There's a dude in a wheelchair with his leg up, and he's got binoculars on the sill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
And he's actually watching like a Formula One race, which I think James Stewart was filming a race when he broke his leg in the movie.
Oh, very good. Very good. Mm-hmm. One of the other apartments also has some sort of Japanese soap opera on it as well. So another little nod to the earlier movie.
Nice.
This has been a voyeuristic, what are my neighbors doing minute.
It's okay. It's okay. You know, if you want to do that, it's okay. Just don't tell anybody.
But Noah comes out onto the balcony. She's like, well, what'd you think? He's like, it's a little pretentious, student filmy. Like, Yeah. He's like, it didn't scare you? He's like, no, not really. I'm sorry. I don't know what you want. She's like, well, I need to know more about it. Can I swing by your place maybe tomorrow and you can take a deeper look at the tape? Sure. I guess so. And so she'll go to work later in the day and she makes a copy of the tape.
Now, let me pause you right here because I have a question that might be a flaw. Does the phone ring?
Yes, the phone does ring.
In the apartment after he watches it.
It does ring, and she lets it go to voicemail. This is exactly what we're talking about.
Right.
She lets it go to voicemail.
So he was just like, I'm not answering that.
No, I think he says, are you going to answer it? Because he's in her place. And she's like, no. It goes to voicemail, and then after he leaves, she deletes it.
Gotcha.
She does not listen to it.
Hi, this is James down at the street. I need you to let me in because I've got an Amazon box for you.
Hi, this is Samara. I wanted to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
No. Friday. Boom. Day 2. She'll take the copy of the tape to Noah's studio, and this is where he's like, well, this is weird because it doesn't have any, I forget what the technical term is.
Time code.
The time code on it that would tell you who made this or what device it was originally copied on. He's like, it's a little bit like being born without fingerprints. How did this even come about? But she kind of leaves his studio in a huff, right? Because his assistant comes in. It's Abby from NCIS.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Looking not like Abby from NCIS.
No. Not dressed like palatable diet goth. So all of our conservative family members can be like, normally I don't like girls with blue hair, but on her it kind of works.
She's got the pigtails and the black lipstick. Normally, I'm not a fan.
She really gives it to Gibbs. Or whatever his name is. Oh, no, we just pissed Mom off. Oh. She's going to come after us for that one because she loves NCIS. Shit. But the next day, Saturday, day 3, Rachel is in like the lunatic asylum or the sanitarium. Or
I was going to say, I'm not sure you're allowed to say lunatic asylum.
Is it sanitarium or sanatorium? Which one is it? I'm never sure.
If Metallica is correct.
Yes.
Sanitarium.
You're right.
Thanks, Metallica.
Okay. But Rachel is there to interview Becca. Finally, Becca's gotten out of the bathroom and she's gone insane. Becca, I guess, found Katie Tamblyn in the closet. And listen, if I had found that shit, I would have checked myself into the hospital too.
Becca can't look at a TV. Becca has to be shielded. Yeah, they're walking her down the hallway with the screen next to her.
Rachel's like, how did she die? I need to know. And Becca says, she'll show you. And grabs Rachel's hand and just sort of moves her fingers so that there's 4 fingers out. 4 days. Mm-hmm. And this is one part of this movie where I'm like, how does this work? How do you know? Are you getting nightmares? Is Samara talking to you? This seems just like creepy for creepy's sake. I don't really understand this part of this movie. And there's other parts of this movie I don't understand. But this one just seems a little thin to me.
Yeah. No, you're right.
But when Rachel was with Noah, she had been trying to adjust the tracking on the videotape because she thought she could see something at the edge and ended up kind of snapping something off, or the machine sputtered before she left in a huff because Abby from NCIS showed up. So now Rachel has taken the tape to, I guess, the newsroom. They have like a big analog tape editing machine that the gal there is like, you can take it right to the edge of the tape on this old gal. She'll get you whatever you need. And Rachel's able to...
I don't know that this is a thing. Is this a
adjust the tracking beyond the regular bounds of the tape and sees, there's more extended past the sides.
It's like it was shot in widescreen, but you're only seeing the pan and scan version.
Yes. Samara put it on pan and scan when she created the videotape. Yes. And she is uncovering the outer edges of it with this big editing bank, essentially, and finds a lighthouse on there.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, look at that lighthouse. Hits a button, prints out a picture, and she prints out a picture of the mysterious woman that she saw combing her hair on the video. And also, as she's adjusting the tracking, one of the things on there was
the fly.
A fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as she's adjusting
it almost looks 3D.
Frame tracking of the fly, it's buzzing a little bit, and she reaches to the screen and she just plucks the fly right out of the screen.
Which is pretty cool.
It is fucking cool. And then the assistant who was there with the editing bank a few moments ago comes around the corner like, oh, did you need some help? And Rachel's there looking sort of flummoxed at how did I just pull this fly off the screen? And her nose starts to bleed a little bit. Oh, is that something behind me? And
it was weird.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. You're gonna give me a fucking heart attack. The other thing is that my daughter, because of my Japanese stepmother, my daughter is really into Japanese stuff right now. And all it will take is her poking her head in through the closet door right now with her fucking long, dark hair to send me through the fucking ceiling. Yes. Good God.
You're right.
Oh, you got a little something. You're bleeding there a little bit, huh? Oh. Sunday, day 4. This is a part of the movie, though, that I had forgotten about because I got so kind of grossed out from the closet ghoul and some of the other effects that are coming up in this movie.
Normally, I'm a sucker for a closet ghoul.
I forgot about this mystery. This is essentially like a ghost story, right?
Sure.
And they're unraveling a mystery. And this whole thing, as we're going day to day, is just Rachel as the reporter uncovering little bits about a mystery. Here she's in a library, essentially figures out where the lighthouse is from, figures out who this woman is that is in the videotape, whose picture she printed. Yeah. It's Anna Morgan. Figures out what island she lives on. She's part of an equestrian family, a horse breeding couple, and will make plans to go to that place. Apparently, Anna Morgan had some sort of mental breakdown and committed suicide.
Yeah.
Now, in the creepy video, she had seen the woman sort of plummet off a cliff. I heard that too. Yeah, what was that?
I think that was Bear. I don't know what he's growling at, though.
So, Rachel is cracking the nuts of this mystery. Finds out.
Whoa, take it easy there, kid.
Yeah.
Not interested.
What happened to Anna? And she's been writing all these notes down. And then she looks down and she realizes that all this time she's been writing these things down, she has subconsciously scribbled out Anna's face on the printout in the same way that Katie had done to all the pictures in her book and that she had seen. It's just long black vertical scribbles down the face of Anna Morgan here, which is cool. I didn't realize it the first time, the first couple times I'd seen it, or I'd just forgotten that it very much matches up Samara's hair when you see her in the end. These long scratches down the face are a lot like the hair that covers her when you see her in the end. Monday, day 5. Noah is going to get on board real quick. He has been a skeptic, but when he's going through the convenience store and he notices on the closed circuit TV that his face is all blurred out now, he is going to get freaked out and decide like, hey, Rachel, I think you might be onto something with this whole cursed videotape. So he's going to start helping her essentially from this point on.
I like that the woman at the cash register in the store just goes, "You're going to die.
You're going to die." Yeah. Because he had bought a pack of cigarettes. So Noah sees that at the convenience store. We cut over to Rachel, who is at home, and she's talking to, I think, her sister on the phone. She is going to go check out Moisco Island, I think is where the Morgan horse farm is. She's going to do a little bit more investigative reporting, but she needs her sister to watch Aiden for a little bit. And as she's talking on the phone, she starts to choke on something.
Yeah.
And then reaches in and pulls out this long hair.
Yeah.
It's so uncomfortable looking. It's a hair, it's a wire, it's some sort of long,
it's gross
thread. Mm-hmm. And then one of those little sucker cups that they attach to like your forehead to take your vital signs or whatever comes out of her mouth too.
Yeah.
What is going on? She looks at the phone that she was just talking to her sister on, and water starts to seep out of the receiver. She gets a little freaked out.
All this shit is cool.
Yeah, check in on her boy Aiden in his room and sees there's water coming out of the door. She opens it up and there's a young girl sitting in a chair, her hair covering her face. She's wearing just like this white shift, and Rachel approaches her, and then the girl with a zombified arm grabs Rachel's arm.
Yeah.
And then flashback. Rachel's like sitting in a chair. There's a camera looking at her. She looks to be in some sort of observation room.
Yeah.
And
it's good.
She wakes up in a huff. Just a bad dream. But of course, she looks at her arm and sees the handprint still on her arm. Oh my God. She gets up to sort of collect herself and walks out into the other room. And she sees from the living room a staticky light coming from the living room.
Hell
and
yes,
she can
there is.
hear that awful sound, the sound effect, that little
sort of
whistle,
like high-pitched whistly kind of noise,
eerie noise.
Obviously from the video that we've
makes.
seen like 3 times already in the movie.
And she had brought a copy of the videotape home with her, and she walks into the living room, and Aiden is there just finishing up. Yes, Ghostface. Just finishing up the videotape.
No,
she screams and grabs him and shuts the TV off. One cool thing, too, about this is that in the movie, each time somebody watches that video and you see it to the end, Samara gets a little bit closer farther out of the well. You know, like just a hand or maybe a little bit of an arm, just a little bit closer to coming out, which is pretty cool.
It is cool.
And she's like, why did you watch that? And he's like, I couldn't sleep. So he just put on some random video. You wonder what other random videos she might have had around the house that kid was like, ooh, this one's not labeled either.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a deleted scene or is it a scene in the movie where Noah comes over looking for a copy of the tape and there's like a babysitter there?
Yes, the babysitter. Yeah.
And he's like, I'm looking for a tape that I may have left here. It's a homemade tape. And she's like, oh, a homemade tape. Okay, yeah, sure. Look, he's like, maybe it's in the bedroom. And she's like, you're looking for a homemade tape that is maybe in the bedroom? And he's like, yeah. And she's like kind of laughing. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's in the movie.
Sure.
One of the rare moments of levity in The Ring.
Yeah. You're right. That movie's not very funny.
Oh, no.
But I don't want it to be either. I want it to be an overwhelming feeling of dread, which, is also like our second film tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always raining. It's always gray.
Mm-hmm.
This movie is a February day.
Yeah.
It is just heavy and miserable throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
But so well made that it doesn't bother me, really.
No, me either. Like I say, I want it to be this way.
But yeah, after the boy watches it, he's like, who is she, Rachel? And the phone rings again.
Yeah.
And she doesn't listen to it. She just picks it up and hangs it up right away. Mm-hmm. And the phone rings right after that. Yeah. But when the phone rings again, she picks it up and she's just like, leave him alone. But it's Noah. And she's all freaked out. She just says on the phone, he watched it. Who watched it? Our son.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
That's a good moment.
Boom. Tuesday, day 6.
It's good. It's a good ticking clock in this movie. Really good.
Rachel and Noah are going to drop Aiden off at the sister's house while they go to Moscow Island to do a little sleuthing on their own. They're going to have to split up because they don't have a lot of time. So he's going to go check out the mental hospital where Anna Morgan was a patient while Rachel goes to check out the actual Morgan homestead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she gets on the ferry boat, and he's like, all right, I'll check in with the hospital. And on the ferry boat, this is when we get Grace's favorite part of this movie.
Yes. Horse scare.
This is an intense scene.
It really is.
This is a wild, intense scene. Yeah. It's wildly original.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is not the kind of scene you get in just some cookie-cutter horror movie.
No. It's a lengthy scene, too.
Yeah. Sees a horse trailer, and she goes up and...
To touch the pretty horse.
Yeah. Now, we've seen, I think, flashes of a horse's eye maybe in the video itself or just in sort of the subliminal parts that have flashed through the movie.
In both we've seen it. I think we've also seen horses wash up on shore.
In the video.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she approaches the horse, and the horse gets spooked a little bit. And she's like, whoa, no, it's okay, it's okay.
Listen, if you spook a horse,
just
don't
back
go,
the fuck away, lady.
Don't be like, oh no, it's okay, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm coming at you one more time with my hand open so you can see I do not have a weapon in this hand.
Just stop. Pull up, Maverick.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of there.
Come on.
What are you doing?
Stop it.
Because really, she does spook the horse like 3 times before it pulls the, not the bit, but...
It's got like a lead rope attached to its...
hooked onto the inside of the trailer.
Yeah, and it jerks it out of the wall and then starts kicking the door to pieces until it knocks the door down.
And then, now she's like, oh, somebody help. And I'm like, lady.
Is there a horse guy around that could help right now?
Lady, you made this happen.
Yeah.
Kicks out the back of the trailer. and just runs out onto the ferry as the ferry's just like in the bay now, and this horse is just tearing ass around here.
A car?
Oh, yeah. It smashes. You get, I think, an interior shot as the horse's hooves just smash the windshield and it goes over the car. People are trying to sort of corral it. Yeah. This horse is just spooked, running around, and then eventually starts barreling towards her. And she's sort of backing up, and she gets to the edge of the ferry, and she just sort of like turtles up at the edge of the ferry, and the horse jumps and thunk, hits the side, and then thunk, hits the ferry going down, sploosh, into the water, whimpering, whinnying, hitting the side of the boat, and then the horse kind of disappears under the boat. Pretty much everybody who's on the ferry has seen this happen. They all run to the back rear of the boat, and then you just see the churn of the propellers, and all the water just gets all red.
Frothy blood water. Yeah.
And the little girl whose horse it was is next to her.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty fucking horrifying.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
It is. And like I said in the Patreon content, this is when when we saw it in the theater, and she looked over at me, my wife Grace, and said, "I hate this movie." Yeah. And I was like glancing at my watch and like, oh man, there's so much to go. We're getting to the best parts too.
Yeah. Oh, while that's happening, Noah's at the hospital and he sort of breaks into the lower level where the records are, right?
Yeah, and I'm thinking, please, let's not have a bunch of puppies down there that are like, that get killed or something, or no more animal deaths for the rest of the movie.
No, this isn't the adventures of Milo and Otis.
Oh, fuck those people that made that fucking movie. Did we talk about that on the Cujo episode?
We did not.
Oh, man.
That's the most horrifying.
It is. That was a fucking Japanese-made movie where they're just like, well, we just need another puppy and a kitten. Put them on a fucking piece of raft and let them go over the waterfall.
A fascinating culture, but they have some really fucking intense views on animal cruelty.
Yeah, like, whatever.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Get us another kitten.
Yeah.
That's the 7th kitten. No, we've got more. But he breaks into the records room and finds Anna Morgan's file there.
It's got some pictures in it, right?
Samara.
Yeah. That she mentally projected images onto.
Projected thermography, I think, is the fucking bullshit thing they talk. Yes. Yeah. They don't really explain too much.
No.
How Samara is able to make this tape.
Except
they
that
hint at
it's a blank tape in a VCR directly over the well.
Yes.
In the cabin, right?
Yes. Yes. And they're trying to like tape a football game or something when it happens.
Yeah.
But as Noah's in there, Rachel is
Do you
down
have
at
a minute to talk about spooky horses? What about my mother?
But when Rachel drives out to the Morgan horse farm, this is when Brian Cox suddenly is in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian Cox. And it's always hard, especially at this period, 2002, to see Brian Cox and not think, oh, here's our bad guy right here. What did you do?
Hey, what did you do,
Brian Cox?
Yeah. You son of a bitch. I knew it was you.
Oh, you want to know about the horses? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Seems amenable. Yeah. Takes her inside. And when she's in the house, she starts seeing things that she recognizes from the video.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the mirror. Oh, there's the window that somebody was looking out of. And she's sort of like flashing back from that video and to the house here. Very good, creepy vibes. You want to tell me what's really on your mind? As she's asking questions about the horses and Anna.
You're not from the Church of the Latter-day Saints, are you?
I was hoping you could tell me about this video. And she pulls out the videotape. I think it's a message from your wife. And he is on guard. Like, where did you get that? Is that the only one? And he becomes instantly tight-lipped about it. He sees her out, essentially kicks her out. Well, maybe your daughter could help. I don't have a daughter. Excuse me? Leave it alone.
Okay.
Yeah, just kicked out of there.
What was that?
Getting a lot of that Canadian interference,
Yeah.
I think.
Maple syrup.
Well, Rachel gets kicked out by Brian Cox, but she's not going to stay out for very long.
Every time you say Brian
right?
Cox, I just want to laugh.
By original Hannibal Lecter.
Yes,
But she's not
original Hannibal Lecter. That's good.
She's not going to stay out for very long, as after doing a little bit of sneaking around the house and seeing some other things that are referenced in the video,
Brian Cox not too happy about this.
Rachel also pulls out a drawing that Aiden had made, and she realizes he's made a drawing of this house.
Yeah.
And talks to him on the phone, and he says something about, like, she doesn't like the barn. The horses keep her up at night.
Yeah.
But Rachel goes back into the house. The door's a little open. Mr. Morgan? Mr. Morgan just walks in, nosy fucking reporter.
Yeah, come on.
Mr. Morgan, and then finds a tape inside the VCR and the TV in the living room. This is a tape that we had just a few moments ago saw Noah was looking for in the mental hospital that was missing.
Yeah.
And apparently Mr. Morgan has it, and it's in there, and she watches, and it is a interview with little Samara Morgan, Anna's daughter. And
Sitting on the chair that you see in the video.
and in the flashback.
In the flashbacks, yeah.
They're like, oh, you don't want to hurt anybody, do you? I do, and I'm sorry, and it's not going to stop, and Daddy wants to keep me here, and Daddy cares about the horses and not me. And Rachel's a little bit aghast by this, and then you just see Brian Cox behind her.
Cox scare.
Sneaking up behind her.
You got to be careful
Cox-
with Cox sneaking up behind you.
Yeah, Cox takes her from the rear, just like bam.
Wait a minute, Cox
to the
took her
back.
from the rear?
Bam, to the back of the head.
Yeah.
Oh, she's kind of stunned for a little bit, and he just pulls the fucking TV out of the wall. It's never gonna stop.
Yeah.
You coming back here proves that. And she's a little bit dazed, and she follows him upstairs. And this is the most elaborate suicide.
Absolutely
I gotta
the most
give it
elaborate suicide.
To Richard Morgan,
Yeah.
Brian Cox,
He's been
original
planning this
Hannibal
for
Lecter.
hours.
Oh my gosh! Because she gets in there, the bathtub is full,
Yeah.
water is poured all over the floor.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of electrical equipment and wires, all jacked up, just like a tower of electronic devices.
Unsafely plugged in items.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's got like a horse bridle.
Yeah.
He gets in the bathtub.
It's almost got like battery clamps on it or something.
Yeah, puts it in his mouth.
Yeah.
And then she's like, what are you doing now? And then he hits the button on the power strip
Yeah.
and electrocutes himself.
Yeah. Standing in the tub full of water. Absolutely. Could you imagine him prepping for this? Like, I need like another extension cord.
Yes.
Let me plug this in
It does seem
here.
like he jumped through a lot of hoops, doesn't
I'm
it?
probably going to need a hair dryer, maybe a radio. There's a TV downstairs. I'll have to get that. Yeah, blender. Blender sounds good.
Yeah. Better set this one to frappe for maximum effect.
Yeah.
Here's an old Mr. Coffee. I'll get that out there. That's good. Yes. Here's one of those tiny electronic red dot football games I've got. The 9-volt battery in it.
If I hold on to it, that'll be fine. Here's an old Super Nintendo. I can plug that
Yes.
into the TV.
Anna's old vibrator collection. Let me just turn all of these on.
It's a Hitachi wand you plug into the wall. Thank you, Pornhub.
That's good. That's good. Very good. Yeah. I wonder, do you know if this was a more extensive effect, the electrocution here? Because you don't see any of it. You see his toe, his foot, twitching in the water, and maybe his hand or something, and she screams.
I think his head slams back and hits the wall and leaves some blood.
Yeah, leaves a blood spot there, but I wasn't sure if he got, like, fried.
No, I don't think
from
so.
this effect.
Not like the way Chucky killed the doctor in Child's Play, and then it's like grinning, and then, pink makeup and red makeup and black makeup and smoke coming off of the head. No.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't one
Well,
of
I
those.
mean, the prep work that he's done sort of leads you to think that, like, maybe he would end up looking like a rotisserie chicken or something.
He should have.
A Kenny Rogers roaster.
Now, those are delicious. Nothing like a Cox roaster, am I right?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh, well, she's freaking out, and Noah has magically caught up with her at this moment. Oh, Rachel, Rachel. He's come right into the house. Mm-hmm. This is one of those sort of magical moments where the boyfriend or the husband or someone just happens to show up at the right moment. Tracked her down.
Did you make a rotisserie chicken?
Yeah. That smells great.
We gotta go.
That? But I love fried cocks.
No, honey, we gotta go.
I'm about to eat the original Hannibal Lecter. How fucking ironic is that?
Good point.
But she remembers that Aiden says, oh, she doesn't like the barn. The horses keep her up. So they break into the barn and they find the world's creepiest nursery. What the fuck?
Who had to climb that ladder?
Ladder going up to the top of this barn where there is a child's room set up.
What in the fuck?
Chair.
No wonder she's
TV.
Crazy. No wonder she's mad.
Yeah. She was mad at Daddy.
Yeah.
And Daddy did suck.
Yeah.
Brian Cox.
Seriously? You put her in
What
the
have you
roof
done?
of the barn, essentially?
Ugh.
The horse barn?
Creepy carousel moving still at this point. Don't know how that carousel's still going.
Power of mind.
This is where they put her. But this is a great part in this movie because you do still believe this little girl was
weird.
I do not like where this is headed. But you do feel like this girl has been put upon, what are they doing? How are they torturing this little girl? And they notice behind the wallpaper, what is that? There is something burnt into the wall. And it is a red maple tree.
Yeah.
It's something that was also in the video.
And in the original movie, too. It's a Japanese maple, actually.
It is. But Rachel has also seen this tree because it's at the Shelter Mountain Inn, where she originally watched the video. So they get back there as quickly as they can, on the clock now.
Yeah.
And they're feeling all frustrated because we're right back where we started. What is going on? There's got to be something here. He's kind of freaking out a little bit. He's knocking shit over in the cabin. There's got to be something here. And I think he knocks over some sort of vase full of glass beads.
Yeah,
or
and
something,
they all roll to the center to a little spot. And he's like, oh, there's magnetic pull or a slope in the floor.
What the hell? They tear the rug away and there is a ring burnt into the cabin floor here.
Hell yeah.
I love this moment too because if you see the exterior of the cabin, it's quite apparent that you could just go through the side.
Yeah.
Yes. But instead he goes outside, breaks a fire axe out and just smashes through the floor. Yeah. You could have just gone around the side and used the door. We don't want to.
In the Japanese one, they go through the side.
Okay.
There's a lattice work underneath between the floor and the ground.
It would make sense.
They just sort of smash through the lattice work, and then they find the well, where she, of course,
Here it is.
Yep.
The well. And so they get down in there and
move that heavy
push
concrete lid.
The lid off of the well and look down, 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 down. Boy, that is deep, deep, deep.
Yeah.
We should drop something. Thing. I don't even think they hear it splash. But as they're doing this, the sun is going down on day 7.
That's right.
And the TV is starting to flicker with a little bit of static. And you see some of the nails begin to push up
I love
as
this.
Water starts to seep out of the cracks
I fucking
in the
love
floor.
this. Yeah.
They push up the nails, and then part of the floor collapses. The TV slides down and hits her from behind and knocks her into the well.
Pretty elaborate.
Yeah.
Pretty weirdly elaborate.
Rachel! She goes all the way down. And considering that once she's down there, she can stand up and it's only waist deep.
Yeah. She would have got
think,
fucked up when she landed in there.
Yeah. She was diving in the shallow end times 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah. I just fell 40 feet into 3 feet of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's down there as the sun goes down, and he goes out to try and get a fire hose from the same place where he got the fire axe, I guess to try and throw it down there so she can climb out. And as she's down there, a big mass of black hair floats to the surface.
Yeah.
And she is grabbing. It's a one-way ticket to Flashback City. Flashback City. Where all we have is flashbacks.
This is how she died. Knocked on the head by her mom and kicked into the well.
Yeah, we see Samara at the well, and her mom, Anna Morgan, comes up behind her, talking to her. It's beautiful here, isn't it? They can see the red maple in the distance. Samara's by the well, and then plastic bag over the head. Hey. And then in the deleted scenes, you actually see her mom hit her in
rock,
the head,
right?
Yeah, with with a brick or a rock from the well. Bam!
Yeah.
And down goes Samara into the well. Sploosh.
Where she lasted for 7 days.
Yeah. It is a great little moment, too, after they come to terms with her ghost here. And he's like, man, she was alive down there. How long could you last? 7 days. You could survive for 7 days. Good.
It is.
Nice little bonus there.
Did you know this was taken from an old Japanese story?
An old Japanese story?
Yeah. The Bansho House of Dishes.
What?
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like a place you're going to go to buy some shit, right?
Yeah, the Bansho House of Dishes. What do they got there?
I'm getting married. We registered at the Bansho House of Dishes.
You mean a little girl was knocked into a well and lived for 7 days?
No, there was a maid. This is an old Japanese fable, and I believe it's called Bansho House of Dishes. And Okikai, or Okiki, was a maid, and there was a samurai that was sort of the man of the house that was kind of really into her. And they said that they have these dishes that are at the house that are magical, and there's 10 of them or something. And he hid one of them, and she couldn't find it, and she got worried and nervous. She was like, oh my god, I've lost one of these magical dishes, and it's gonna be a big thing. And he was like, tell you what, I won't tell anyone about the dishes if you just want to maybe we could hook up or something, or maybe we could be together. And she's like, no, it's gotta all be about the dishes. And he said, well, I'll let it go. I don't know why he sounds like a samurai Christopher Walken. Oh, I won't tell anyone about the dishes if you're careful.
Okay.
You just come with me. So she's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to be with you. We really got to find the dishes. And he's like, you know what? Fuck you. And he tortures her and he hangs her over the well. And then she falls in. And for 7 days, she is down there crying out for somebody to help her. But nobody ever does because the samurai just tells people to ignore it. And that's where the original idea that Koji Suzuki got for The Ring came from that old Japanese fable.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is super fucked up.
Weird, right?
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like such an innocuous story. Oh, House of Dishes. How could this turn dark?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Jesus.
Listen, I won't tell anybody about the dishes if you just want to hook up. No, I don't. Okay, then I'll torture you.
Jesus
Pretty
Christ.
typical Japanese story.
From the team that brought you The Adventures of Milo and Otis.
Fantastic.
But Rachel comes to terms there with Samara's ghost, and we see it looks like the young body of Samara, and it sort of disintegrates into her arms into a skeleton.
Yep.
And they will cut up above as they've alerted the authorities and they're going to go down there and get the body. And yeah, you could survive down there for 7 days and everything looks like it's wrapping up. They pick up the boy from the sister's house. He's in the back seat as they're driving home, and he kind of opens his eyes and sees mom and dad holding hands. It looks like their relationship has been rectified. And she puts her son to bed and she goes and takes a shower. And the first time I watched this movie,
you're like,
it's all the way up to this point until she gets in the shower. I'm like, why is this movie still
continuing?
What is happening here?
Yeah.
I felt like we were done.
Yeah.
And then the next morning, she's with her kid. And it's like, she's learned a lesson. She's going to be a good mom.
Yeah.
He's like, don't you have to be at work? She's like, not today. I'm calling in.
We're going to hang out.
We're just going to spend time together. A character arc. We have achieved it. Let's just roll credits. Please just roll credits.
Yeah.
And he's like, did you find her? Yeah, I found her. And we helped her out. We set her free. And he just sits up. He's like,
you did
why
what?
did you help her? She's like, what do you mean? He's like, you weren't supposed to help her. Don't you understand? She never sleeps.
Yeah.
And then she notices that the little boy has like a burn mark, like a handprint on him. Oh, shit. We cut over to Noah because it's been 7 days for Noah. And he's at his studio there. And
surrounded by gigantic TVs.
Flickers on. And this is when you get, this is a great scare, too. The first time I saw it, Jesus Christ, it's so wild. He sees the well on TV, and she crawls out of the well, and it looks like they filmed this part in reverse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she backed up.
Because her hair is over the thing, and the way the hair appears. Even
her coming out of the well and approaching the screen, I think
her,
like the way she's
when she
kind of
comes out of the TV, that's all in reverse, too.
And it looks awesome. And of course, he freaks the fuck out, falls down. Oh! And she's just standing up.
Yeah.
And she kind of like warps over to him, just sort of like blink, and is like close to him. He falls over some shit.
Really good close-ups of some nasty feet. I don't even think Quentin would like those feet. I'll be honest. Those feet, they're all gray and shrivelly and drippy and blackened and not so good.
Oh, he's scrambling away, sort of crawling, crab walking backwards to get away from her. And she's moving very sort of like static, like TV static. There's something just unearthly about her presence in the world that doesn't really seem solid or in the same sort of substantial way. And her hair splits open a little bit, and the camera zooms into her eye, and then to him on the floor screaming, and you see his face start to gray and wither, just like Amber Tamblyn in the beginning of the movie. Ugh, terrifying. Rachel's been trying to get a hold of him on the phone the whole time. No.
That's right, ghost of Mark Wahlberg.
Holy smokes. Rachel's racing towards Noah's studio. Pick up the phone. And she gets all the way up there and she sees shit has gone wrong. There's water all over the floor, bloody footprints, things have been knocked over. She sees him sitting in a chair, turns the swivel chair around, and just screams as she sees his face.
You wanted to see that face, too. So did I.
Yeah. This one's not as ghastly as Amber Tamblyn in the closet, but it still ain't great.
Yeah.
She can't figure it out. What did I do? Why did he die? Why did I not die? What did I do that he didn't? She's run home. She's screaming. She grabs the cursed tape. She's tearing it apart. She's throwing it in the fireplace. What'll I do? And then the light bulb comes on.
Oh, yeah.
She looks over her shoulder.
I made a copy.
Underneath the sofa is the copy that Aiden had watched. She had torn it out of the VCR and thrown it under there. I made a copy. So then, next scene, you see her and Aiden in the newspaper office making a copy like she had originally
making
done.
Him make the copy because he saw the tape.
You have to pass the curse on in order to be safe.
A little like It Follows.
And who are you going to show it to? Who... Indeed, and roll credits. They leave that ambiguous. What are they going to do with this tape? But it's a deleted scene.
It is,
right?
yeah. Chris Cooper. In fact,
Good old Chris Cooper.
You see Chris Cooper in a newspaper article.
Yep.
He's an arsonist that killed some people, like some little girl was burned alive, and he's born again or something. And he was a story that she was working on.
It was how the movie was going to start. Was she's a reporter and
covering that
talking
story
to this killer, Chris Cooper, in jail.
Exactly.
And then in the end, they were going to show him the video.
Yeah.
But this is a much better ambiguous ending.
It is.
That would have slowed this movie down. It didn't need it. It's funny to see his little cameo in there in the newspaper.
Just in a newspaper article.
But we roll credits here, and that is The Ring. And hot fucking damn.
Yeah.
But how many cursed videotapes are you giving The Ring?
I'm going to say 8.
Oh, 8. What you want.
It's what you want for sure, but it's not 100% King Fancy. And I don't really know why it isn't.
I'm giving it a 9. Oh. This one is King Fancy to me.
Okay.
Because as I said, it's in a very, very short list of movies that fucked me up as an adult.
Nice.
And it's beautifully shot.
Yeah.
As you said, Rick Baker, Hans Zimmer, Naomi Watts is fantastic.
Yeah.
Some of the tropes I think are a little overused now, but when I first originally saw them, I wasn't so tired of the creepy kid as I would come to be.
It was like the first time you saw a John Woo action scene and went, wow, this is fucking great. And now every fucking action scene is like a John Woo action scene, and they're no longer fucking great. Yeah. I agree. It is effective because the night I watched it, I was home alone. And of course, it's night. It's 10 at night. I'm getting ready for bed, turning out all the lights. And, the computer room, the podcast room where I'm at right now, you see I'm backlit in red. Well, coming off the computer is like red and blue and stuff like that. And when all the lights are out and I could just look down the long hallway and see like a little twinkle of light in this room. And it's always like, sometimes you feel like something passes in front of it and you're like, was that? No, just keep going to the bedroom. And yes, the dogs will let me know if there's a thing going on.
Yeah, you got dogs. I'm literally podcasting from a closet. My fucking headphones on, so.
That's right.
I could open that door and anything could be behind this right now. Man, I do not like where this is heading. All right, well, let's go into the lobby. We'll come back and we will talk about Undertone. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the diva to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy stores. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
And we're back.
I gotta be honest, man. I'm a little on edge right now. I just went downstairs to get a water. I'm not in my regular house.
Yeah.
It's all fucking dark down there. And as we stated, the movie we're about to tackle has some eerie coincidences with my life in this actual moment right now. And we're just talking about one of my all-time scariest movies in The Ring. And went downstairs into the dark house, and I'm like, man, still works. Still works.
I apologize for all this.
I know. You're going to do it to me, too, I can tell already. I'm in for it tonight. This is good. This is 2026's Undertone. A little festival darling here, right?
Yeah.
This one has definitely made some waves on festival circuits. A lot of good buzz. And I remember as soon as I saw the preview for it, I was like, let's make it an AV night.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We totally knew the moment we saw the trailer for this, we were going to pair it up with The Ring.
I think Paranormal Activity would have been a good pairing with this as well, which is funny. I mean, the director of this
is going to do the next Paranormal
Activity movie, and I think that makes a lot of sense after watching this movie. What was that?
Nothing.
Okay, you son of a bitch. But Undertone, yes, is about a podcaster, right? She is part of a duo of podcasters. They have a podcast that focuses on horror stories or spooky occurrences, paranormal occurrences, and she is in the house that she was raised in, I think, in her mother's house, while her mother is on hospice, dying in the room above. Now, her mother is largely bedridden for this whole movie, and we're almost watching a one-woman show with Undertone.
Pretty much.
Right?
I did not know this going into this movie. I had no idea. Maybe I could have gathered that from watching the trailers and only seeing one actor, but I tried not to watch the trailers because I didn't want to spoil the movie. So, yeah, you're right. It is. I think he originally wrote this as a play. Ian Tuason.
As a radio play, actually.
Yeah.
And then he himself had to be a caregiver for his parents, much like the character in this movie, right?
And he wrote it at that time because of dealing with his parents and what was going on. Both of them had terminal cancer, and I believe his mother passed away first, and then I know. Should we stop?
No. It's okay. It's okay. Despite some of the coincidences, this is not the experience that I am having right now.
Tune in next week. We're going to do Jaws, but we're going to be scuba diving.
Yes. On a boat in chum-filled waters.
So, yeah, he was the caregiver for his parents. Yeah.
And I think I heard him say something to the effect of, like, as he's experiencing this stuff in his life, like he thought, how can I weaponize this? He was really looking at making a scary movie out of his experience. Yeah. And Undertone is what he came up with. It's a very simple, I mean, this is an A24 movie. It's
A24 picked it up. They didn't make him make it. Okay. This was a $500,000 movie that he made.
Okay,
and then A24 paid probably 7, 8, 9 million, something like that. Who knows? Maybe it was 5. I know he wants to make more of them, or he talked about maybe making a trilogy or something like that.
Okay.
That's what everyone wants, right? Is some sort of
course,
some sort of IP.
You know what I'd really like to do is make more money.
Yeah. Listen, Frank.
No, I'm sure.
The kids love podcasting, right?
Well, I guess why I identified it as an A24 movie is because A24 movies are, by and large, original and also have noticeably small budgets.
Yes, they do.
And this one, I mean, 2 actors get screen time. 3. There's, I think, a hospice nurse at one point comes in there for a little bit.
I don't think you actually see her, though. I think she's just a voice. You only see Evie and the mom is in bed.
And then you hear
Justin,
and some of the other recorded voices in this movie. But it's all one location. They never leave that house, right?
No.
Which helps give it a real claustrophobic feel. She's always in the house. She's always caregiving. And it's actually Ian Tuason's house. It is the house that he did the caregiving for his parents.
Oddly enough, because I saw this movie with Grace, and what's funny is when we left, she goes, "Do you think that was a real house?" And I went, "No, of course it was a set. No, it was a real house."
Apparently it's a real house. And it just has, like I said, not in a bad way, but a very low budget feel to it. I mean, I think it looks great. I think it sounds fantastic. I mean, like, they really put a lot of effort into the audio landscape of this movie. Yeah,
but I'll be honest. Everybody had been saying, the scariest movie you'll ever hear. sound design. So I went into it thinking, this is going to blow blow my socks off. And I thought, it was okay as far as the sound design goes.
I really appreciated the choice that they made, though, without being spoilers. When she is podcasting and puts her noise-canceling headphones on, it shuts off anything else that might be going on in the house, and then you just get locked into that podcast channel, which I think is very effective for the creeps.
Yeah. When you say the creeps, do you mean like weirdos that like the movie?
Take it for what you will. I will say one thing, though, is that she puts these on. She does her podcasting in the central living room area.
Yeah, with back to an open door. Fuck off. No way.
Get the
no
fuck
way
out
am I
of here.
fucking doing that. My back is to a wall.
Yes.
I got 180 degrees around me. I can see.
I'm in a corner, and I can see.
Safe. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way.
I don't like using noise-canceling headphones because I can't hear what's happening in the house. Like earlier, when the dog growled, I was like, was that a dog growling? And you're like, yeah, I heard it too, because it came through my fucking microphone.
And she will have moments in this movie where she's like, wait a second, was that something in the house? And she'll take the can off.
Yeah.
And the soundscape will change. And you think like, you got to put your back to the wall.
Yeah.
Come on, sister. What are you doing to yourself?
I will say that this movie had probably a brilliant marketing campaign because of the scariest movie you'll ever hear. Right?
Yeah. I was worried, though, when I saw that. Oh, is this going to be another Presence?
Sure.
It also had that vibe of like, oh, this is an interesting thing. You know, it's audio-based, and it's the scariest movie of fill in the blank. Like Presence, was all from the ghost POV, and it's like the scariest movie of the fill in the blank.
Sure. Well,
and
because
wasn't.
We are podcasters and it's about a podcast and we're listening with our headphones right now, let's listen to the Undertone trailer, because there are things in the Undertone trailer that are obviously from the movie, but I think they put other shit in there too. And if you listen, you can pick some of it out.
Oh, okay.
So here,
let's do it.
Let me play it.
Welcome to the Undertone podcast, where we talk about all things creepy. I'm your in-house skeptic, Evie Babbage,
something
and I'm
underneath
joined
there.
by my believer co-host, Justin Manuel.
You're gonna love this. I got something juicy.
Ooh, do tell.
10 mysterious audio recordings from an anonymous email. Let's keep an open mind, Evie.
Let me guess, it's a demonic possession.
Okay, easy, all right.
You see, I don't remember that from the movie.
We've heard weird stuff before, but this feels different.
What is that?
It said,
creepy
bow
podcast?
down something or other.
You believe that?
Is everyone asleep?
There's only one way to find out.
We should stop listening.
There's some more reverse.
Yeah, I mean, that is kind of some of the stuff they do in the movie, but I don't remember it.
Listen to all of them. It's what she wants.
What?
I don't know. And there's that weird thing, right, from the... Some more, like, weird backwards masking. Yeah. So, I was able to take that trailer, isolate those things, reverse them, put it back in order, because when I reversed the whole trailer was just a fucking mess, right? And I was just like scanning it and finding like I'm scrubbing like, oh, here's a part that's not in reverse.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't play that on the show. That's going to be super, super fucking annoying. But I took it and I just reversed those things that sounded like they were reversed.
Okay.
And now you can actually hear.
You know, when we were kids, I remember you doing this with Judas Priest records too.
Yeah.
Freaking me out back then. So
of course.
Let on me.
Do you remember when I did it for Pink Floyd The Wall? It says, congratulations, you found the backwards message.
Yeah.
And it was like an address for like the Pink Floyd fan club. Yeah.
Is this an address for the Pink Floyd fan club?
I don't think so. Okay. Here is the trailer again with those bits reversed. So now, again, listen closely.
Welcome to the Undertone podcast, where we talk about all things creepy. I'm your in-house skeptic, Evie
You can still hear that
and
music.
I'm joined by my believer co-host, Justin Manuel.
You're gonna love this. I got something juicy.
Ooh, do tell.
10 mysterious audio recordings from an anonymous email. Let's keep an open mind, Evie.
Let me guess, it's a demonic possession.
Okay, easy. All right.
I wanna be in the sequel.
See, they're already talking about a sequel to the movie.
We've heard weird stuff.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, it says I want to be in the sequel or something.
I want to be in the sequel, huh?
Kill the brain and you kill the ghoul.
What if it's a warning?
There's only one way to find out.
Here's where it gets interesting.
It sounds familiar to me.
Yeah.
What were you thinking? You shouldn't have listened to all of them. It's what she wants.
Oh my god, the whole damn thing is so good. Mike and Kim so hot.
Did you hear
Whoa,
that?
I did.
I traded my firstborn for a Patreon subscription.
Patreon subscription.
I traded my firstborn.
Landed in the desert, and there were 2 tall drinks of water. What I'm saying is that
It's like I'm stranded in the desert and there are 2 tall drinks of water and I'm thirsty.
I also heard that they both had huge cocks.
Whoa.
And then it cuts off.
And the desk cut off. Wow. Normally when I play records backwards, I'm filled with dread and unease, but I feel more confident and assured of myself after listening to that.
I do as well.
It's funny, they also said that they wanted to be in the sequel, which reminds me, actually, of a couple friends of ours who
that's right.
also have a podcast, speaking of podcasts.
Yeah. I want to be in the sequel podcast. We've been on it.
And we have.
Yeah.
And they're a lot of fun, and you should definitely check them out. Who knows where they'll end up next?
Yeah. They could end up backwards at your place.
That was amazing.
Yeah, I got to thank the girls for giving me a hand with that there.
oh my god, the whole damn thing is so good. Mike and Kim so hot.
That's right. They're not wrong.
No.
Yeah.
And if you'd like more of us, join our Patreon. We're the whole damn thing at Patreon.
At patreon.com.
And you can get an ad-free version of the show, a couple of tiers, lots of extra goodies. We're adding stuff all the time, and access to our private Discord channel. So, fantastic way to get more involved.
Yeah, and if you join the Patreon, we're doing the Summer of 82 this year. We're going to do 5 watch-alongs this summer, live watch-alongs, watching movies. Don't know what they are going to be yet, but the people on Patreon get to choose.
So join and make your voice heard.
That's right.
Ding that algorithm. You know what to do.
Ding that algorithm.
Undertone.
Spoiler-free version of Undertone. I mean, we've already talked about the fact that it's written and directed by Ian Tuason, and it's a one-woman show, essentially, with Nina Kiri playing Evie. Yeah. Now, her podcast host that she does the show with is Adam DeMarco. What show is he on? White Lotus, maybe?
Yes, I think he was on a season of White Lotus.
Yeah. So everyone else is just a voice, essentially, in this.
But their podcast is essentially dedicated to the supernatural. She plays the skeptic role.
Yeah.
And he's the believer. He brings her stories, ghost stories, supernatural events. She likes to play the role of the person who debunks it or has a more skeptical eye, pokes holes in these theories, whereas he is the believer. And he has brought, as the trailer would tell you, essentially 10 audio recordings from an anonymous source, which through the course of this movie, they will dissect, delve into, and listen.
And they'll be coming for you.
It's not a spoiler either to say that in this movie, he is in London, I think, while she is stateside. So there is a tremendous time difference from where they're at. So she does all of her work at like 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning, which is the witching hour.
Yeah. You know what's a good way to freak yourself out? Is to listen to things backwards at 3 a.m. in a dark house with your back to the room.
Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously. Yeah. Also, they are the worst podcasters ever. They're terrible at recording. Their workflow is for shit. Well, they work for 20 minutes and stop.
I mean, I guess so, but people will call in live to their show, so they're doing something.
We got to figure out how to make people call in live to our show. I think all we got to do is say we're recording at a certain time, and here's a link, and then whoever decides to join, we can say, caller, you're on the air.
But yes, I would say this movie also deals with mother-child relationship.
Yeah, just like The Ring.
I mentioned it about The Ring being one of the axles that movie spins around, and this one is the same way, as this woman comes to grips with her relationship with her mother in those last moments that she has with her. And the sometimes uncomfortable ways that you might feel when you have the responsibility of being the sole caretaker for someone who is undergoing
the amount of
hospice.
Guilt that you might feel for being angry at that person for being in the state that they're in, and you having to like deal with everything. Yeah, it's a very personal story because obviously written by Ian when he was taking care of his parents. So he's able to process and, like you said, weaponize the idea. And I'll be honest, I feel this movie was a little overhyped.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
I don't either. I think it's a good movie, but I think it's a scare away from being great. Not that there's not scary things about this movie or unsettling things about this movie.
Because there are.
Because there are. But I feel like it's one reveal or one scare, or there's just one turn of the screw missing from making this a great movie. I do think it's good as well. What do we want to rate it with?
Backwards messages or audio files?
Yeah, let's do backwards messages.
Out of 10 backwards messages, how many do you give it?
I'm giving this one 6.5 backwards messages. 6.5.
Well
because
done.
I do think it's good. I applaud the way it's put together with the budget that they had. I think the performances are solid.
To a point.
Yeah, I think the sound quality is cleverly done, is immersive. But yeah, I just wish there was one, there's no girl in the closet in this one. Do you know what I mean? Like if there had been some truly horrifying little bit or some reveal in it.
And something a little earlier as well.
Yeah, because this is a tremendously slow burn.
It's a slow burn, yeah. And I was bored through a lot of it. And I kept thinking, when is the sound going to get better? I saw it in a good theater, too. And I kept thinking, these sound files they're listening to, they're not that interesting. There doesn't seem to be that much going on. Everyone's been hyping about how great the sound is. And to me, it's just as good as any other horror movie that had a much bigger budget.
I will disagree with you on that one because I really like the cleverness of putting on the headphones and that changing
the dynamic of the sound.
Entirely the way you're hearing the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool.
Like you're in her headphones when she puts them on. And when she takes them off, then you get all the ambient room noise and everything like that.
I really do think that if you watch this movie at home, it is not going to be effective.
No, not nearly as much. This is a movie that needs to have
headphones.
Watch it with headphones.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I think Ian Tuason, he has directed VR video games as well.
So he's used to VR soundscapes and 3D soundscapes.
That probably helped him in regards to the sound design on this movie. And in the theater, I think it succeeds. But yeah, if you just watch it at home on your TV with like a regular TV speakers, it's not going to hit nearly the same way.
Well, I'll tell you, when I walked out of the movie, it was a 5. But the more I thought about it and the more I started to look up things about it, because there's a lot in this movie that you could turn into something else because it doesn't hit the nail directly on the head. It really kind of skirts around some stuff and leaves a lot of things wide open for you to decide what you really think is going on. And because it doesn't have a real clear story, in the theater, the credits rolled, and I got up and I walked out, and everyone else that got up and walked out just sort of quietly walked out. Nobody was like, yeah, or wow. It was just, everyone was just kind of like, because the end of the movie is intense. I will say that.
Yeah.
It's very intense, not like the rest of the movie.
It really tries to pay off the slow burn.
It's an hour and 34 minutes. An hour and 24 minutes of it are fairly boring.
Well, do you know what it reminded me of a lot of times is Long Legs in a way. Because Long Legs, a lot of times, they would just have a lot of negative space or like peeking over someone's shoulder. There'll be the dark doorway and you're looking into it like, is there something there?
Long Legs is the better movie for me. But I also, if I remember correctly, I think I gave Long Legs 6.666.
Well, I had more issues with Long Legs in terms of its story. Long Legs evoked dread in some fantastic ways, but narratively, there are things about Long Legs I didn't really jive with. This one, I think, also, in the ways that you are saying are boring, I think it's trying to evoke those same sorts of dread.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Like, is there something about to come out of the darkness? Is there something behind her or she can't hear?
I don't think it's certainly not a spoiler to say, yeah, this movie focuses on negative space. As you are listening to Evie's headphones, as you are hearing these audio files, the camera is slowly moving to another part of the room. And you're staring at that part of the room, and you're staring at that part of the room because something's going to happen, right? Something's going to happen, right? And then nothing happens.
And then a lot of times, too, in the house, you seem to be peeking at Evie through
like a voyeuristic look.
Yeah, the glass of the door window pane or whatever, or around the corner or something like that. There is something where you're sort of staring at her sometimes from the darkness yourself in this. And yeah, that didn't bother me. That didn't bore me too much.
Well, in the end, I'm giving this movie a 6. You gave it a 6.5. I'm giving it a 6. I kept thinking, I don't even want to see this movie a second time.
No, I don't think I need to see it a second time. But I'm glad I saw it in the theater. And I guess I would suggest if you are going to watch this at home and you have a good set of headphones, that's the best way to do it. Because that's the way you want to experience this.
Yeah, I agree. Well, do you want to take a break and come back and spoil it?
Yeah, let's head into the lobby.
Let's go into the lobby.
Oh, Jesus, what are you doing to me, man? Been this... God.
We'll be right back.
On sale at our concession stand, try the perfect refreshment. Chili Dilly, a delicious pickle treat that's spiced just right for every bite. Economical, too. There's no waste. You eat every bit of the juicy goodness of Chili Dilly. How about trying one right now? Chili Dilly, on sale at our concession stand. You'll love them.
Tonight's episode brought to you by I Wanna Be in the Sequel podcast. Like our show, you'll love theirs too. Find them on Apple or Spotify.
Murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured.
And now, on with the show.
Yeah, we are back. God, stuck in this closet. I keep looking at the door here, just waiting for someone to just poke their head through. And if it happens, I'm just going to flip out. Yeah. There's no way it's not going to scare me.
Yeah.
Anybody pokes their head through.
I should text Harper, tell her to open the closet
door. Don't do it. Don't do it. And you know, she's all into Japanese fashion too.
Yeah.
She could do a pretty good
and a kimono.
She wouldn't even need a wig. She could just do the Samara hair. She's got the long enough hair to do it. And there are kimonos in this house right now.
I will not do that to you.
Dude.
I absolutely will not do that.
I'm not going to be able to take it.
Yeah.
Oh, Undertone. This one starts off with Humming a Lullaby. right? Baa Black Sheep.
Yeah.
Lullabies and children's nursery rhyme songs like this do play a part in this movie.
Yeah, and I'll say that that's probably one of the things I don't like about this movie is the fact that there are so many tropes in this movie. It's like, creepy child drawings. Oh, creepy lullaby. Oh, audio files. Sure, it's about the audio files. Fine, whatever. And then there's
but is that true? The stuff about some of these nursery rhymes? Like, I was like, oh, London Bridge. Let me look that up. You got to do some digging to find out if there's like a creepy sacrificial thing about London Bridge.
It's like one story about London Bridge, and all the other ones are like...
But nobody can really prove it, that that's an actual thing.
Yeah. There was another story about London Bridge, being attacked or wrecked or something. It was some sort of, in some fight.
Yeah, and there's
that's where
also
London Bridge falling down came from.
I think at some point somebody wondered how come every time you come round their Lundy Bridge falls down, right? That's also
I
think Fergie to bring that one back.
She had brought that up at one point. Yes,
it's true. She did.
Yeah,
add a little bit more credibility
as a point of
Anytime
fact.
you get one of the peas, the black-eyed peas involved. The credibility meter goes do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
But I mean, a lot of those kids things, like Ring Around the Rosie, right? That's about
that
the Black
one,
Plague.
yes. That one, I believe, and everybody knows that one. But they
Three
tried
Blind
to tell
Mice.
us
That's about Queen Mary, I think, Bloody Mary. She had killed a bunch of Protestants.
Oh.
Yeah. All these kids things are all based on something creepy.
Sure, I guess. I don't know. I thought it was a stretch sometimes in this. I was like, Baa Black Sheep, is that? And they're like, yes, it's because the black wool wasn't worth as much, so the father couldn't sell it, and then the children starved.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, okay, whatever, though.
Sure.
I'm not criticizing it too much. I'm willing to just take the ride on this. But the trope in this movie that bothered me is creepy Catholicism, because it's loaded in this one. You know, we're having a conversation and then we're just going to slowly zoom into the picture of the saint on the mantelpiece. And there's nothing inherently creepy about it except that the way the zoom is going in there. And you're like, what am I looking at? You know, after Friedkin, after Richard Donner and The Omen, I was even complaining about it in Amityville Horror of like, okay, we've had enough.
Here we are in 2026, we're still doing it.
Yeah. But there's a lot of it in this one.
Yeah. What is with that statue of Mary, too? I've never seen a statue like that. That is fucking weird looking.
With all the children crawling all over it? Yeah.
It's almost like fetuses crawling all over her.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that one, too. If that was real. You know, the saints, the Catholic saints get pretty wild. And there's a lot of like crazy stuff. And I thought that maybe that was supposed to be like a Catholic patron saint of orphans or something like that.
Yeah.
But they do go into it. But let's us get into it.
Okay.
Right? Panning around the room, communion cards, crucifixes, very Catholic, and this old lady in the bed. The Bible is open. Somebody's been reading it. And we get our title card, Undertone. And
Undertone.
the stays on screen. Like the der tone leaves. And
leaves.
then the un sort of stays on screen.
Undone, undoing.
Like you said.
Reversing something.
Yes, there you go. It doesn't feel the need to hit you over the head with a lot of this stuff. And I think it leaves a lot into the interpretation, into the further study of this movie and what some of these things might mean. But yeah, as we've said, our young podcaster, Evie, is in the house, sole caregiver of her mother, who is in hospice. Her mother is in the bedroom upstairs. What was that?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, Evie is taking care of business, running her podcast downstairs.
Like you say, back to the open room, noise-canceling headphones. No, I'm out. I'm already out. I'm getting mad enough at Evie for walking around in socks and sandals. I'm like, what are you, a fucking 40-year-old fucking dude?
She's
on
not
vacation
going anywhere.
in Greece.
She's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
You're
She's
right.
not trying to impress anybody.
But I'm like,
she's just
no
gotta
thank
be comfortable.
Socks and sandals and back to the open door. No.
But she's running the podcast at 3 a.m. because of the time delay with her partner, Justin, who's in London. And I think the first thing they talk about is the I Feel Wonderful video. It's this strange, like, red face that they're going over. They're talking about it from like a previous episode, and she's like sending it to him. This weird video supposedly responsible for 92 deaths or something like that, where people cut off their ears. It's just like a little flavor at the beginning of this movie.
To be honest, that's more interesting, that video.
Yeah, and it will pop up.
It will come
in
again.
The end of the movie as well. You know, when we get to the chaotic climax, everything in the movie that you've heard about or seen culminates in that one moment.
It's like all in a blender.
But her partner has gotten an anonymous email with 10 audio files, and he says, hey, let's take a listen to these. I listened to half of the first one, and then I decided, let's just do it live on the podcast so we can get the true reactions. They saved it for the French, as we always say.
Yes.
Because we don't ever talk about stuff before we record. We wanna surprise each other in the moment.
Absolutely.
And
that's what we say, save it for the French. Nobody actually knows what that means.
It's a quote from Death Race 2000.
Yeah. Save it for the French, which we always just thought was funny. So, for some reason, save it to us is save it for the French.
But they've saved it for the French. This came through an anonymous email, and like very weirdly sort of signed Atonement Tenant. So they listened to the first file. It's a boyfriend, and he's talking about his girlfriend, Jessa, who talks in her sleep, and she doesn't believe him, so he's hooked up the recording.
I'm going to record you in your sleep.
Yeah, you're talking in your sleep. She's like, okay, whatever. And then Justin says, okay, there's a little bump in the sound wave about 4 hours in. Let's fast forward to this. And he can hear her singing London Bridge is falling down in her sleep. And then it just ends. Oh, well, let's listen to the next file. And now Jessa believes him now because she's heard herself singing. It's the same couple. Well, let's fast forward. And you hear on the other side, like, sounds like the guy gets up. Jessa? And there's some weird music in the background, some distorted sort of music that is just so terrible. And while this is going on, right, you get the pans into the creepy Catholic statues around the house. And, I mean, you talked about the tropes. I find it a little cheap, but...
Sure.
You know, okay. Well, but slow down the audio file. Just as you so cleverly did in the beginning with the Undertone trailer. Essentially, they're breaking it down. They're listening in closely. And, oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Every time he said, did you hear that? I didn't hear it.
I was like, no, I didn't either.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I think most of the time, they're like, oh, I heard that. I was like, I guess so.
Here's a theory.
In this one.
Here's a theory. He's not even real.
Oh, he's not real?
She's just by herself the entire time, and all this is in her head. This is a theory.
Is that a Mike McCarty theory, or is that something you read on the...
It is a theory from the internet.
Okay.
That is popular in Reddit.
Okay.
But I also, at one point, thought, he sounds phony to me.
Yeah, I thought he was behind it at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought it was maybe some sort of hoax put on by him.
So I did feel like he wasn't real.
At this point, and I'm surprised you didn't hear this one. He's like, hey, did you hear that? He said, Mike kill all.
Yeah. And I'm like,
the guy's name is Mike.
Did he really? Because I didn't hear it.
Yeah. And let's face it, I think you hear that all the time in your regular life, don't you?
I do. Mike kill all.
Could you pass me the butter? I'm sorry. Did you say Mike kill all?
Yeah, of course. Of course I could do that.
Filling up the gas tank. Oh, $6 a gallon. Mike kill all. So yeah, they're going to delve into the history of London Bridge here. And yeah, I was curious because I bought it in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, well, let's look into the history. And like, you're not going to believe this.
You know what's funny is Grace leaned over to me and she goes, no, that's not true.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like it's the top search in Google in the movie. And so I went home. I was like, is that fucking real?
Uh-huh.
No, this doesn't appear to be true at all.
No, it doesn't.
So I don't dig that.
I did find one story that correlates to it, but for the most part, no.
Yeah. And they're looking to Baba Black Sheep to play that in reverse, right?
Anything you play in reverse is going to be fucked up.
Yeah. And don't do it at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Evie.
Come on. What are you thinking?
File number 3. Mike, do you hear that sound of dripping water?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first time, too, that Evie gets queasy as she's listening to these sound files.
Is this when she says, like, we got to stop?
Yeah.
They've been recording for 15 minutes on the podcast, and she's like, we got to stop. We record for fucking 4 hours.
Yeah. Yes. But they had listened to a version of Baba Black Sheep, and she's like, yeah, just send me that file so I can listen to it in reverse and see if there's anything in there.
Gross.
But this is early enough in the movie, too, so this is the first time I think she has put the cans on and in the vacuum pressurized environment of the podcast.
Yeah.
She takes them off and the sound quality totally changes. And I do think this looks very clever.
That's cool. And, you know, I'm going to pay more attention the next time I see the movie because I will probably watch it again just to see if I really missed something because I feel like there's a better movie there and then maybe I just didn't catch it.
I've heard some theories about how much this movie is dealing with her guilt.
Yeah, sure.
And the heaviness of all of it. And some of the reviews I've read and seen, they're ascribing a lot of meaning to this. And
a lot of people
are
really looking deeply into this thing.
I don't want to say that it's not there. I just think that, like, I shouldn't have to look so hard in order for.
No.
And I love a good subtle touch. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh man.
I love a good subtle touch in a movie. I don't need to be hit over the head, but like there's a balance there and I shouldn't have to really strain to squeeze the meaning out of it. And
you gotta give a little something to the half watchers out there. Future of Netflix. Half watchers will hate this movie.
But Evie got a little queasy, and we'll find out pretty quick. It's because Evie is pregnant.
What?
Ooh. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
just
pretty
awful.
That's
that is a
creepy.
fucking awful sound.
Yeah, it is.
Reversed baby.
Way to go, reverse baby.
You Benjamin Buttoned that one on me.
Yeah.
You gave me the old reverse baby.
Ah, the old reverse baby. Why don't you walk backwards into a jar of applesauce? I don't know why I said that. I was just thinking babies love applesauce.
Yeah. Evie's pregnant. She calls her doctor because she wants to schedule a pregnancy test, which I guess.
Can't you just go get a test at the fucking store up the fucking street?
She can't leave the house.
She can't unless she wants to go party with her fucking ex, which I found infuriating.
She's talking to the hospice people who say, like, look, it's going to be any day now. And it is rough. She's taking care of her mom and making sure she takes her pills and cleaning up her bottom. And it's like, it's really rough stuff that Evie's going through. Well, can she at least hear me? And the nurse is like, well, no one knows, but we like to think that they can hear you. Phone rings. Hey, it's me. It's Darren. It's your ex.
Yo, what's up, girl?
We're going to have a rager. You should come out.
Oh.
Your mom's not going anywhere. I guess you're right. So,
he's a fucking douchebag, okay?
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
Fuck off, that guy.
And also probably baby daddy. But she agrees to go out to the party, returns the next day.
This made me mad.
Sure, because when she comes back, she looks through the door frame and mom's feet are just poking out of the door frame, out of the field of vision. So obviously mom got out of bed and fell down.
Face
She's
planted
on the floor. Oh, mama. She runs in. puts her mom back in the bed as the kettle is whistling the whole time in the background.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because she put the tea on when she walked in the door.
Yeah.
She did like the walk of shame. She came in at like dawn, and I'm thinking, first of all, you're taking care of your mother in hospice. You should be on a regular schedule. You should not be sleeping in the day and then up all night.
You know, I did hear the director talking about it a little bit. And I mean, there's no doubt part of the horror of this movie is wrapped up in the guilt that this character feels. But when you are the primary caregiver for that amount of time, it's tough to lock some of those selfish feelings away.
Sure.
You know, of like, God, can't I just have a moment for myself? Can't I just do something for myself? And yeah, you're right. You should be on a regular schedule and you should be taking care of business.
And you shouldn't be fucking wearing noise-canceling headphones every chance you fucking get.
Yes.
How would you know something's happening in the house?
I know. At least keep your back to the wall and maybe a baby monitor or something.
Maybe one ear open so that you could hear, like if mom calls out like, help, I've fallen, I can't get up, or whatever.
Or here's one, do the podcast in the room with your mom.
Yeah.
Who's like, I can keep an eye on you this way and you're not going anywhere.
And you'll get that death rattle on tape.
You picking this up, Justin? It's good stuff.
That's right, Justin.
Yeah. She will also notice, we'd already talked about that creepy statue on the bed.
Yeah.
Where she's like, ugh, this is kind of horrifying. Let me put this in the closet. Not think about this little thing again.
Yeah.
Yeah, her mom was a devout Catholic, and we've also heard like a voicemail come from her mom, like, hey, I missed you at Mass. I hope you'll come to church with me next Sunday. I'm praying for you. But Evie is like, not really having any of that sort of action. But Evie will decide to listen to Baba Black Sheep in reverse at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
There's a surefire way to freak yourself the fuck
Maybe
out.
Tonight I'll download Baba Black Sheep. I'll reverse it. I'll wake up at 3 a.m. and I'll put on headphones and listen. See if I can discover anything.
It is a kind of a cheap trick, right? Like, of course that is disturbing.
Yeah.
You can't hear the stuff in reverse and not be like creeped out a little bit. And it was actually at this point in the movie, I also realized there's no score in this movie at all.
I guess there isn't.
There's no music at all.
I just learned
other
something
than the
new.
Creepy lullabies. And
Well,
stuff.
they saved some money. They didn't have to have anybody score the movie.
Yeah, stuff starts to go a little wild in the house at this point, too. Hey, is the sink upstairs in the bathroom running?
Yeah.
Did I leave that on? Hey, that statue is back out. How did that get back out? Like little things. And to your point of thinking like, maybe Justin doesn't exist or maybe Evie is going crazy, and you wonder like, oh, is she doing all of this stuff herself?
Is she having
kind of realize,
blackouts and she's wandering around and doing things?
Because she's also going to start struggling with addiction, right?
Yeah.
She will start drinking again, taking
Justin,
some pills.
In the second night they're recording, he goes, you're not drinking again, are you?
She's like, no, filling up her coffee mug with Jack Daniels like Harry fucking Carey.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
Cubs baseball, Cubs win.
You know what?
Yeah. I'm not drinking again. What made you think that? Anyway, let's get back to this next episode. File number 4. And this is when you hear like a little tiny voice talking. What is that? Oh, it's a baby sleep time doll. You remember these from when we were growing up?
Are you fucking insane?
And then because they're talking online, doing the podcast, she's like, hold up, I'm going to bring up an image of one of these right now. And it's essentially a creepy looking ceramic doll with a pull cord that talks and says like little...
I also heard that they both have huge cocks.
I think that's what the doll says, yeah.
Only if you pull the string all the way out.
Oh, yeah. Keep pulling that string.
But it's almost like an antique Victorian era looking doll. Who had that when we were kids? Nobody had that creepy fucking thing.
Yeah. Talkie Tina.
Yes.
Twilight Zone.
I'm going to kill you. I think they might also start hearing babies in the background, too, in the sound files here. But, let's skip ahead in the waveform here. Thump in the night wakes them up, and they hear a whispering voice before the thump. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Back up. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
You heard that, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, no, maybe I'm just an old man.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I am hearing what you
and to
think
be
I'm
honest,
hearing.
this is when I'm sitting in the theater going, everyone raved about the sound design, but I do not hear what he's saying. Do you hear that? So this is stupid.
It's not so much these moments of the actual wave files as it is the way the atmosphere changes when she puts the headphones on. That's what I
get
think
it.
is really
okay, fine.
That's what I think
I
is
just
cool.
kept thinking, nope, I don't hear that.
Sound file number 5. This is when Jenna starts speaking in tongues.
Oh, yeah. As you
almost
do.
hysterically.
Let me pause for a second. Do you remember Grace used to talk in her sleep?
Sure. Like, here comes Captain Clubhead.
Yeah, sneaking in. Next thing you know, wake up with club feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grace used to say some wild stuff.
Absolutely
in her sleep,
wild
right?
stuff in the middle of the night. And I would have conversations with her, and she would just go on about nutty stuff. One night, she woke me up and shook me awake. I was like, what's going on? She's like, I can't find it. I can't find it. I'm like, what? I'm starting to get worried and panicked. I'm like, oh no, what's wrong? What's wrong? And she's like, I can't find it. I'm like, what? She goes, the nubbin. I was like, the nubbin? What is the nubbin? She goes, the black plastic thing with the big red button on it. I was like, what? And she was mad I didn't know what the nubbin was. And she's lifting pillows and moving blankets out of the way.
Incredible.
And then I'm like, I don't think, are you asleep? And she goes, ugh, and like annoyed, and then like rolls over and goes to sleep.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty great.
You got to get her a black plastic thing with a big red button on it.
That's
for
right.
Her next birthday.
Called the
I found
nubbin.
the nubbin.
I found
Here
it.
it is.
It was in a box the whole time.
She'll pick it up, push the button, and fucking disappear.
Holy
like,
shit.
Oh, God. What have I done?
Pee trickles down my leg. Oh, God.
The nubbin.
I remember one night she said, are all your friends basketballs? I was like, what?
I know I have done a little bit of talking in my sleep, but nothing that extreme. Or no sleepwalking or anything like that.
Well, she claims, and I don't know because I was asleep, but she claims that one night she walked into the bedroom and I sat up and started talking like a pirate.
Oh.
But she couldn't quite understand what I was saying, but I was like,
sailing the 7 Z's.
Ye be tired, I bet. Look at me striped pajamas.
Down into the abyss of slumber I'll go. Yeah. Jessa is screaming hysterically. Ooza bonny mook, ooza bonny mook, ooza bonny mook.
Yeah, which I think is I Want to Be in the Sequel in reverse. Tonight's episode brought to you by I Want to Be in the Sequel podcast.
Yeah. She gets queasy again here.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to quit, but maybe some of these sounds are left over from previous recordings and we can examine them and dissect them later. But again, to your earlier point, like the work ethic here is like, oh, well, we recorded for 15 minutes.
Yeah, time to
see
stop
you tomorrow.
Again. But it was like, see you in 2 days. It was never tomorrow. It was like, okay, in the course of a week, they've recorded 30 minutes.
Yeah. Now, here you will get something that I thought was cool, finally.
Mm-hmm.
And as the house has started to go a little bit more haywire, lights are flickering on and off.
Which actually, the
buzzing.
director said, because they shot in his actual house,
Yes.
where his parents passed away, where he was the caregiver. He said that the first day of shooting, the lights flickered and it freaked everybody out.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
And at one point, there's a lamp buzzing, and she turns the lamp off, and as it goes dark, in the darkness behind her, you see a white shape.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the mother out of bed. You can't really tell. But this is like one really effective, creepy visual. And we haven't gotten any of those so far. And I did think that this was a pretty cool moment.
You do get another moment later, I think, when the camera is focused on Evie and it starts to pan a little slowly to the left. Takes about 30 seconds to get there. And as it's starting to focus behind her in the doorway, there is a shape that looks like it might be completely out of focus version of the mother standing there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's a slow burn, and it's like a low-grade spook that's back there, but fairly well executed.
Yeah.
The next day, she's back at the computer trying to figure out that artifact, playing it backwards.
Yeah.
And I thought, for a little bit, it sounded like, Du hast mich. It sounded like Rammstein.
She's listening to the new Rammstein album?
Yeah. Fire, fire, fire.
Fire, fry. Los.
And yeah, you also get a moment here too where the camera angle rushes down the stairs to the clock.
There's a lot of things in this movie with clock and did the clock go back 10 minutes? Did the clock suddenly go forward 30 minutes?
Yeah.
There's lots of lost time moments in this movie.
And this is one of those too, because she takes the cans off and she goes to the doorway and she sees her mom standing up with her back to her in the darkness, wheezing. And then Evie wakes up with her face on the keyboard.
Yeah.
I guess when you listen to Rammstein backwards at 3 in the morning,
that's
it just
what happens.
Puts me right to sleep every time.
Oh, like a baby.
Nothing like the dulcet tones of a screaming German to lull me right to sleep.
What's his name? Till Braunschweiger? I think it's something
Till
like that.
Braunschweiger.
I don't think
that's
that's
like a German porn actress.
Yeah, that is absolutely a German porn actor. I'm Till Braunschweiger. You should look at my amazing Schwanzstücker.
This is my partner, Anus Titanhole.
Anus Titanhole. That's good. I like that.
I'll bet you do.
Take it easy, kid. You're just grinding gears, Ripley.
I gotta laugh because I'm fucking sitting in a closet getting freaked out about stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about a podcaster. This one is just a little too close to home right now.
Absolutely. We gotta lighten the load with Till Braunschweiger.
In the next podcast scene, Evie and Justin are talking about what they have discovered from playing the artifact backwards. And Jess says, Uzubanimok is Kamin Abazu.
Yeah.
And Justin is all over this. This is an ancient demon who causes miscarriages and stillbirths.
It's not an old album about the dancing queen?
Abazu.
Yeah.
Yes. That was their first one after they won Eurovision.
Totally. Abazu.
And he's connecting it to all sorts of like creepy Catholic stuff and ancient demons.
Yeah, Abazu is some sort of like miscarriages and babies dying and stuff like that. And now we know that she's pregnant. We know that she doesn't really want the baby.
Yeah, because we watched her like gulp down like a coffee mug full of whiskey.
Yeah.
Like after she knew she was pregnant, just like
as you do,
recklessly pounding.
She's going to be breastfeeding Jack Daniels to that baby.
Boy. Yeah, and the sound files are all ratcheting up every single one that they're
Thank
listening
goodness,
to.
because the first 3 were pretty boring.
And they're starting to say, like, well, maybe we should stop listening. But Evie, who was once skeptic, is now pushing this. Like, no, we got to keep listening. We got to keep listening. And you get babies screaming and babies crying. And where the fuck is that baby coming from? Like, there is no baby in their house, I guess.
Yeah. It's the neighbor. The neighbor must have a baby.
Yeah. This is both freaking out Evie and Justin, but especially Justin. He's like, oh, man, you know what? This is crazy. I got to try and email this guy back. The email that he got the sound files from. And like, wait a second.
Mailer Daemon.
Yeah.
What?
What? No.
No.
That's right, Mark Wahlberg.
It's comeinabazoo at gmail.com is essentially where this is coming from.
Yeah, but in reverse.
This is the demon's email address.
Yeah.
I mean, demons got to be with it too. They're all into speaking Latin and shit like that. But, eventually they got to get with it.
Abazoo was originally on AOL.
Yeah, oh my God, for so long. Yeah. Once you got those 60 hours free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you hit the 61st hour, then your soul belonged to Abazoo. You had to switch out that CD-ROM.
Beelzebub was in one of the chat rooms the other day. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah. But Evie is not convinced. Like, just play the next one, Justin.
Yeah, she's ready to go. She wants to get this show on the road. As do I, Evie.
Yeah, as the files continue to get crazier and crazier, right, between Mike and Jessa, Justin is doing more research, and he searches for Come In Abazoo, I guess, on Ask Jeeves or something, and finds like 2 studies. One about a lady who drowned her 7-month-old baby, and another was like a sculptor who made statues of children before they drowned themselves.
Sure, as you do.
Yeah, but Justin is studying this and getting progressively more and more freaked out, but Evie wants to keep going. And she's like, if anyone out there might know who Mike and Jessa are, please call in to our live episode next recording.
You haven't even finished this recording. What are you talking about, live episode? Who's hearing this, and when are they going to hear it? Yeah.
So she's doing it at 3 a.m.
And this is another thing that makes me think, this isn't real. This is all in her head. She's created a Justin. She sent the files to herself.
I would be mad if I found out that was true, because, like, what a great reveal that would be. And like
if
I was
you
saying,
actually reveal it.
Yeah, but like I was saying, I feel like this movie is one good scare or one good reveal away from being great.
Yeah.
Like if there had been a turn in the end and you had found out something like that, I'd be like, oh,
the calls
great.
are coming from inside the house. Yeah.
What a great twist or turn it would have. And
just gave myself chills thinking about that.
Sure. So Evie makes the appeal. If anyone out there knows who they are, please call our live show, our live recording next time. But, after telling her mom that she's pregnant and may not make the best mother, Evie heads to bed, takes some pills, and can't quite go to sleep. So she decides she's going to do a guided sleep meditation.
That's right.
And picture herself on a quiet lake. And the voice quickly turns sinister.
Yeah.
And suddenly there's drowning toddlers and choking children and flashes of Evie at the bottom of the stairs, bloody. Evie silently screaming. Mama wakes up screaming. And Evie wakes up for real. And the meditation is back to being quiet and nice. Back to normal.
Kind of cool.
Pelvis floating in a bowl of water.
Yeah.
But Evie does hear her mom praying from the other room.
That's right.
She can hear her voice.
Saying Hail Marys, right?
Now and at the hour of our death, amen. And Evie goes into the room, and the mother is in the dark, but Evie flips on the light, and the mother is there, and she has not moved.
Yeah, she is dead asleep. Or dead.
Mom, what did you say? No answer.
Yeah. This is when
what
she
did
gets
you
mad
say?
and shakes her and yelling.
Answer me!
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets mad, shakes her, kind of loses it a little bit. I'm sorry. And then instantly feels regretful about it.
Doesn't like the closet light turn on by itself? And she turns around to see that the closet light has turned on by itself, and instead of turning off the closet light, she just shuts the door.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, doesn't go in there.
No.
Just shuts the door.
Just pushes it closed. I'm just going to keep moving on. But I remember this scene. I think it was this scene. She turns her back, and Mom slowly sits up, and that was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't
about
say
time,
anything.
right?
Just
Mom
sits
just
up.
sits up a little bit, like not
Mhm.
fully. And then when Evie turns back, her mom
lays back down. Yeah,
has laid back down, and Evie doesn't ever see it.
That was cool. I like that.
But also, if we were going with the theory that all of this was in her head,
Then you wouldn't need
I would
any of that.
point at that moment and say, like, that couldn't be in her head because she doesn't see that.
That's true.
You know,
That's
we're
true.
seeing that.
Yeah.
So
call bullshit on the it's all in her head.
a moment like that would suggest that it's not just her hallucinating. This
Apparently,
whole
she
thing.
let ABBA in, and that's the biggest problem.
No, Mamma Mia.
Oh, Mamma Mia. I'm not bringing up ABBA to rattle off fucking songs now.
No, listen, I'm already horrified enough.
In reverse, also ABBA.
Yes, in reverse. Well, it's just back down to the podcast. Justin, we've only got 2 left.
Come on, Justin, let's go.
Come on. No, I think he says, if we do this, there might be no turning back. And she just laughs at him like, come on, give me a break.
Pussy.
File 9. Wow. These last 2 files are pretty crazy. And this one, I think Jessa says something about she didn't feel good at night. She couldn't move. She started praying. And I started praying too. And then the file kind of cuts out.
It just cuts off there.
Yeah, it's corrupted. But they also, during this time, is when they get the live calls. And some kid calls in. He's like, oh, yeah, I knew Mike and Jessa.
Yeah.
They were my neighbors.
Yeah.
They were found dead at the bottom of the stairs, bags over their heads, and drawings of dead kids all over the walls.
Yeah.
She was 5 months pregnant.
Like, what?
Could you please point me to the news story that corroborates this?
Yeah.
What is this from?
Yeah. Where do you live?
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, and then the other caller, the second caller, they talk about a crazy lady in San Diego who listened to music backwards and then killed her baby.
Yeah, put the baby in like a sack and beat it to death against the wall. Yeah.
Smacked it against the furnace. Like,
Gong, gong, gong. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess this is what happens when you play music backwards at 3 a.m.
What? No. Yeah,
Yes,
apparently
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, that's what happens.
You believe that? Let's play the 10th.
Yeah.
File 10. And this is the one, I did think this one's cool. Because now Jessa, who has been one of the voices with Mike throughout these 10 audio files, starts saying like, oh, she's listening. I know she's listening. I need to warn her. And it's almost as if Jess is trying to communicate to Evie through the recording on the podcast. And Justin is kind of freaking out, and he's like, we should stop listening. We should stop listening.
No, Justin, we have to keep going, pussy.
The sound is going crazy, screams, thumps. Jess is singing Baba Black Sheep. Evie's house, the lights are popping and flickering.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is the part, too, where she thinks it's Justin. Because Evie's freaking out at
she's
all
like,
the
what
things
are
that's
you
going
doing?
on.
Why are you
Like,
doing
you
this?
did this. You did
was
this.
you.
And
yeah.
I thought we would get some sort of reveal here. And I wondered, is Justin in the house? Is her co-host talking to her and she can't hear him because she's got the cans on, and then we're going to see him come into frame behind her because she's been podcasting with her back to
that
the
would have
open
been
room.
so fucking cool.
Yeah. I thought that's where we're heading, but no.
He's an
it's
electrician.
not.
He's wired the house so the light bulbs flicker, and he's got all these little sound files that he's playing all the time. And he's slowly trying to torture her. Great idea.
But as she's kind of freaking out and Justin's like, no, it's not me. They do get another caller who says, I'd like to speak with Mary. And Mary is her mother.
Is her
who's
mother,
upstairs.
yes.
You shouldn't have listened to all 10. That summons Abazu.
Yeah.
Oh,
she wanted you to hear them.
She wanted you to hear them. And finally, we get another caller who says, I can't stop my baby from crying. What can I do? I don't know what to do. And it's getting more and more and more and more and more and more hysterical. And then says, I know this will stop her. And you get that feeling like she's
going to drown the baby in a bathtub, right?
Or something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And Evie pleads with her, no. And this is when Evie admits, I killed my mother.
Yeah. And I'm thinking,
which is,
wait, huh?
Really? Did you?
But your mother's upstairs. She's not dead.
But is she already dead? Now I'm sort of...
Like, where are we in time?
Floating through here. I'm okay with being a little unsure of what's going on right now. But then she goes on to explain, like, my mother prayed for me. But when she got sick, she asked me to pray for her, but I wouldn't. And I killed my mother. And I thought, oh,
this is metaphorical.
That's
this isn't
fucking
actually
dumb.
fucking killing.
That's dumb.
God, fuck off.
Yeah, and are you supposed to tell me that, like, if you had prayed, your mother would have not died, or you wouldn't have killed your mother?
Mm-hmm. You killed your mother's spirit, and that's what
and
killed
I mean,
her.
I get it's the guilt of the character and some maybe latent Catholic guilt that's coming through, but
yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Catholic guilt, so I didn't want to necessarily take this ride. All of a sudden, I felt like the movie had done a little bit of a bait and switch on me. Like, if she had just prayed, everything would have been okay. But she didn't, and now she's invited the demon into the house.
See what you've done? You see what you've done, Larry?
Yes. Because she's not a devout Catholic and because her mother is dying, the demon is been allowed to come into the house. A deep voice, it's too late. Justin starts freaking out. Baba Black Sheep starts playing. Everything goes absolutely nuts. And we see as she's going through the house here, Evie's walking through the house and the camera is following her pretty much every fucking crazy thing. Like, did you notice the doll on the refrigerator? The, like, talking Tina evil doll was on there?
No,
you get
I didn't.
the red face on the TV.
Yeah, from the video and the very
looks like
opening
it's
of the
leaking
movie.
Black sort of ichor from its eyes as its grin gets larger and larger and larger.
Looks like a still from the Smile sequel.
Yes.
Yeah.
The movie has been ramping up to this, and this is some good chaos, and
it is
the red light.
The last 10 minutes of this movie is intense.
Yeah. These crayon drawings that Evie has sort of like nonchalantly been doing as she's been listening to Justin on the podcast.
Yeah, now all 5 of them are linked on the table, and you see it all creates one drawing, and it's an Abazu with the holding a head and all kinds of...
Yeah. Is it a head or is it a dead baby? I wasn't sure.
It's a terrible fucking drawing.
Yeah.
Just be a better artist, maybe.
But then flashes of the house and those drawings are all over the place, all over the walls, going up the stairs.
Yeah, and if you think about it, he shot it in his actual house. So what they had to do is put different wallpaper all over the walls. Apparently they redecorated the whole house, right? It was his parents' house. They redecorated it to give it an old lady feel.
Oh, yeah. It has a very old lady feel.
Yeah, definitely.
They did that very well, actually. Yeah. Because as soon as the movie started, I could almost smell the old lady in that house. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Well, wait. What are we talking about? But yeah, they had redone the wallpaper and everything so that they, shooting the movie in order, they get to that sequence, they can do the crayon drawings all over the walls, all up and down the stairs, and not actually fuck up what's going on in the house.
And the camera is just spinning around, showing you these different aspects of the house, spins into Mom's room. You get flashes of Evie's head. I think it's Evie's head in like a plastic bag, gasping for air, but it's like...
Which is weird.
Briefest, quickest little flash.
Yeah.
Light bulbs are popping and the creepy statue is on the bed. Mom is not in the bed. When Evie gets upstairs into the room, the mom is not in the bed, but in the mirror on the back wall, you can see Mom is sort of like in the closet.
Yeah, standing.
Yeah. I'm also in the closet right now.
Yeah.
Again, freaking myself out.
Yeah.
She's standing there.
There's nobody behind you. It's cool.
In the mirror, I know. Luckily, I have a camera that shows what's behind me. Otherwise, I'd be looking over my shoulder every fucking 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But then in the mirror, you see the mom walk backwards.
Yeah.
Which is a really weird, unsettling little thing. And Evie screams, "Mama!" And there's a blackout. And then just a sound of someone falling down the stairs. You might hear Justin still trying to reach Evie here. Something's wrong. There's a baby crying, and you hear that chanting, "Oozabani mook, oozabani mook, oozabani mook, oozabani mook."
That's right. Oozabani mook.
Weird, sort of slowed down kids' version of London Bridge.
Yeah, it's not good.
Roll credits. That is Undertone.
That is Undertone.
Yeah, it is an incredible slow burn. It's all slow burn, except for a couple of little creepy moments and, like we said, uses of negative space where you think maybe something's in there. And the last few minutes are pretty intense.
They are.
And pretty cool, but
I don't understand what happens in the end.
I mean, the caller who called in said, "Oh yeah, I knew Mike and Jess. They were found dead at the bottom of the stairs with plastic bags over their heads, and you do get a couple flashes of Evie with a plastic bag over her head.
And you hear her fall down the stairs.
Are we supposed to think that this 3,000-year-old demon was like, plastic bags are my weapon of choice? Like, that's really what you use?
Yeah.
That seems like a weird choice for
I like to torture people and put a plastic bag over their head and stumble accidentally downstairs.
Yeah, it's weird. And I do feel like as much as I'm attuned to the sound in this movie, that ending it in a blackout was a little cheap.
Sure.
Do you know? I had been waiting for so long for this movie to show me something, really show me something.
And it kind of doesn't.
Well, it trades a little quantity for quality at the end is what I think. You know, there's a lot going on in the end. The red face and the doll and the chairs are stuck on the ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
You see that, too.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bunch of
poltergeist
really weird,
action.
bizarre stuff going on. But I wanted some sort of reveal. Like, oh, Justin is in the house. Or you actually see the demon, or she really did kill her mom, and her mom has been dead for weeks or something. You know?
I mean, that would have been cool.
Yeah. I do appreciate the aspect of having to take care of the mom in hospice on this, and some of the rough things that she has to do. There's like 2 separate scenes where she has to clean up her mom after her mom is
shit the bed.
Essentially shit the bed.
Yeah.
You know, I don't blame her as much when she gets a call from someone who's like, "Hey, you want to go out and party?" And she's like, "Yes, I do want to get out of this house." But yeah, it just didn't quite get there for me.
Yeah.
You know?
This movie was definitely missing something. And you're right. It's an ending that makes sense is what it's missing.
I don't think they did it, but I was kind of hoping, because so much of it is like based upon when she puts the headphones on, the soundscape changes. And when she takes them off, it goes back to normal. And I was wondering, like, at the end, if she's listening to everything and it's driving her crazy and she tears off her headphones and the sound doesn't change.
Oh, that would be cool.
And it's still trapped.
Look, we just made a better movie.
And she can't get the sound out of her head, and that's driving her absolutely crazy. Yeah. It was just one scare away from being, I think, like a 4-star movie for me.
Yeah.
To being like an 8.
Yeah. No, you're right. And I wanted to love this movie. And in the end, I was just
Me too. Well, as soon as I saw the preview, I was like, oh, that looks great.
Yeah.
And wow, it's a podcaster. I can relate to that so much.
Fantastic.
I mean, I did not know until I sat down in the movie theater that it was about a podcaster who was in the house with their mom in hospice. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Someday we'll look back on this and laugh.
But right now, Jake is out.
See you next time.
The head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
Well, that ends another episode of The Head, the Tail, the Whole Damn Thing with your industry professionals Mike D. McCarthy and James Knight. I'm your announcer, Tyler Patton. Join us next time for The Train to Busan and 28 years later, The Bone Temple. I don't know. I saw the first Bone Temple. Well, not the Bone Temple. There was a bone in the first 28 years later. A lot of bones, men's bones flapping around. I thought it was unnecessary. And then the ending when they all turned into Power Rangers or something. I don't know. I don't need to see the next one. Just a man yelling, covered in yellow paint. Anyway, let's see what the boys think next time. Bye for now.